Okay, so they've had their signing laps. We are about to officially, next time through, Shane Martin in the Hunter Valley Fire Machine is going to start the official timing. Beg your pardon, that is Hunter. Okay, so the timing team are now clocking these laps down. It'll be another flying lap before we get the first of our side. Who will it be? So this is the all-important pole position, big field here. They're going to go 8 boats wide when we drop the flag in that sprint to the first line. Pole position is a massive advantage right now. Just having a look out there and looking particularly racing. Chris Kuznetsov, the sports film machine, to your right of screens now. Beautiful boat, got the big air scoop on the back, so the Kuznetsov machine looking $1 million through those pink right-handers into the back straight. Conditions have improved considerably. Had a good chat with Grant Harrison of the GP1 boat a little bit earlier on. Said, mate, what's it like? It's always hard to judge from here. He said it was quite lumpy out the back and a little bit of a challenge. So conditions settling now as that breeze backs away to almost nothing. That little chatter on the water is exactly what these tunnel boats want to see. So the times are starting to tick down because Kuznetsov flying the nose of the sports machine a little bit high. But looking good all the same. Matty Peck, the orange and white octane racing machine. This guy is a fierce competitor, will not budge an inch. If you come into a corner and think you can put the wood on Matty Peck and he's going to yield, I can tell you you're going to end up with him in your wing mirror. That's Matty Peck. Maverick, the brand new Babber, the purple and silver fox. That machine just looks angry sitting still, so what will the time say? Just wander over to our timing screens to see what we've got in store. Alright, so we've got a couple. So the first of our times now, Andrew King, I mentioned the King's Motorsport. He's actually currently sitting out there with a 44.6, so last lap round, 44.6, so that is the time to beat right now. Sports film in Kuznetsov, 47.9. But I tell you, TBR 66, 47.6 last time through. Fast lap for the 66 crew. Matty Peck, Octane Racing, 48. Chris Kuznetsov, best lap, 45.3. So the times are starting to tumble now. Ewan Bricker in there with a 49.1. Very, very nice time. Pete Zala, this is his second official race in this boat, 54.4. He's just happy to get some seat time this weekend. He has opted for outside pole to make sure he doesn't upset anyone. Kuznetsov comes through. Here we go. We've got a moment. Ewan Bricker, he's lost the canopy off the back. Just hooked it right up on the side, so he's half tumble, half barrel rolled that boat. Now we've got the canopy in the water there, so the officials have opted to red flag this session, ladies and gentlemen. So big moment for the young gun, the reigning archery champion. Racing the boat that his old man campaigned last season, but mate, just picked the boat up on the outside. Sponsored, interestingly, same corner that brought the Lion King, Jakey Lyons, unstuck. So after this big, long straightaway, but young Ewan Bricker, he's got the canopy up, he's standing up in the cockpit of the boat, so all good on board the TBR machine. It's all happening. This is all qualifying already. They're pushing to the point of breaking their gear, so Alright, unofficially I'm going to hazard a guess that's going to wrap up that session for these guys. We have a program which includes the Australasian Unlimited Inboard Championship, so I would think that they have had enough time to put down a lap. But big Johnny Duvall is pretty ruthless when it comes to that kind of stuff, so he'll be making the calls up here in the tower. But young Ewan Bricker, as I said, stood the boat right up on its side in how he didn't barrel roll that boat over completely and end up upside down. Time will tell. Platzy over here had eyes on, and he tells me he didn't go all the way over, but it's as close as you'd ever want to see for the young gun. Looks a bit like Sir Lancelot rocking a pretty serious mullet, is young Ewan Bricker. Saw him this morning. I'm sure you can check him out on his social pages a little bit later on. So black flag is now hoisted. Okay, so that is going to end that session. So for those competitors in the EC Griffith Cup, you will be, Heat 1 will be the next session away. Mark Ebenruder, so Ruders, I believe, we need you in the water. Unless of course you're in the water, mate, and you're sitting around the other side of the dock. But not the start that these guys would have liked out there on the Omnimax, so very, very much an interrupted schedule, not enough time to get out there and put down their best. So unofficially, I'll take you through the times that we've got in a short moment. Will it be Gavin Brick? So he's been out resting his vocal cords, big slamming Sammy Smith. He's going to make his way to the commentary box, ladies and gents, because we're about to go racing in the second oldest motorsport trophy anywhere in the world, the EC Griffith Cup. Now, winning your heat means nothing in this event. The fastest boats go through, so even if you're out in front, you've got to push 120% all the way home.
We've got pole 1 and 2. And we move out to Christina Breeze out of 3. And I think Brutus was the outside out of 4.
Okay, the Formula 2 results are in, and I tell you what, there's a bit going on out there. It was unbelievable, the Tareen, he's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. Your pole 1 goes to Andrew King of King's Motorsport with a 44.6. Pole 2, the angry Russian Chris Kuznetsov out of Sportsfield with a 45.3. Pole 3, Shane Martin in the Hunter Valley Bullet, 46.8. Pole 4, Gavin Bricker, TBR 66 in a 47.6. And for 5 and 6, there was a dead heat between Matty Peck in Octane Racing and Ewan Bricker with a 48 flat. On countback, the second fastest lap, pole 5, is awarded to Matty Peck in the Octane Racing machine. So your poles again, King's Motorsport, Sportsville, Hunter Valley Fire, TBR 66, Octane Racing and TBR 6, ladies and gents. By the tension starting to build. A bit happening up there in the race control as well. Just had word come in from someone that potentially the TBR 6 machine, young Ewan Bricker, I called it as he just stood it on its end, but there's a fair bit of chatter out there from some of the course boats that he actually did take the boat right over in the full 360-degree barrel roll. So he's a bit of a shape on his young Ewan, but I'll get to the top of that and he'll be out there a little bit later on. I'm 100% sure. I'm probably checking the boat over now, but just heading back to Commentary Central. It is a bit of a Comedy Central to be slamming Sammy Smith. He's about to get super excited for the Heat 1 of the EC Griffith Cup.
No two ways about that, Murph, and I reckon everyone else on the bank is going to get in it as well. We've got all boats on the water, so we're just waiting for the crash crew boats to get back out into position. And we'll wait for the call from up there to send them out. Desperado coming out of pole position number 1, Liam Holland. Aquamagic Steve Scott will come out of 2. Miss Tina Breeze, Wayne Smith will come out of 3. Rivers, Mark Evan-Ruder will come out of 4. That's Heat 1, Heat 2, GT 1, Grant Harrison out of 1. Turn it up 6, Connor Patterson out of 2. Turn it up, our limited replacement, Scotty Patterson out of 3. Third, position number 4, two additions, Michael Johnson. And position number 5, the big thunder from down under Aussie connection of Mark Haley. So there they do it, folks.
The big pearl and the big pearl. Those engines famous for the old bombers, the Lancashire bombers, I think. to a Spitfire, as they ran. So once you see the big Merlin fire up, you'll remember it from every World War II movie you've ever seen if you've been a kid. Hey, what do you think of these pole draws, Sam? Hydros to the inside, to the outside. No, he's going to work with it. I don't know what he's going to do out there. What's the Hey, cover the kids' ears, but mate, there was a bit of aggro on the start, but just even here leaving the dock, mate, there's a few extra revs thrown in there, but yeah, very, very interesting in the lineup. The hydroplanes love a big, fast line, but if Mark Ebenruder, if he can keep his nose in front of Tina Breeze into this first turn, he'll be able to turn in and set the tone. Now, he could potentially hold Tina Breeze tight, which is exactly not what they'd want to happen. He'd be a gutsy man, but he has he's a pretty solid constitution, as the big Mark Ebenruder, so we will wait and see.
As we said, folks, the 6 fastest boats will make the final. You've got to go on time, 4 laps.
Gee, Mark's going to have to get a move on. They've brought him in very, very short. They haven't travelled too far down. We've got a very short run in. So Mark's going to have to absolutely nail it to get it.
He's going to get left.
Is he going into pole 1, 2, 3? Where is he? He's left behind. So will we see this flag start drop, or will we get a no-show and run around again? No, the flag goes. Yeah, I'm racing. I think Sammy's left. There was nothing wrong, he'd done enough, and have a look at the speed of this beautiful 6-litre hydro to the inside. Mark Ebenruder went completely blind, got hosed off and had to back out, but have a look at the front of the pack now, Sam.
Smithy's gone by the Cape, he's 4.5 mile out of the shot. At the moment, Murphy's gone right out wide, but left the power right on.
Mate, the way Desperado is hugging this inside curve, it's going to be everything you can do. Just hooks the Desperado in the big stick. He's got to that big corner.
The 6-litre hydro can't be alongside Bobby. What's going on? And it's time to put the accelerator down. As she goes up towards the 140 mile an hour, folks. Up towards that top corner once again.
Stephen Scott is out, Sammy. Stephen Scott, Aqua Magic. He has shut down on the back chute. So that'll bring up the caution flag. The race will continue. But Steve Scott is out. He's popped the hatch. He's all okay. But Miss Tina Breeze now with a clean centre heel. The big 6-litre through this front chute. He just couldn't get to the start line, so unfortunately completely hosed. Yellow flag now, so this is the last flying lap. Remember, your time is what will make the final. It doesn't matter where you finish. You've got to get home as hard and fast as you can. Tina Breeze definitely down on some revs. You can see it in that rooster tub. He's going to get the boat home with no doubt about it. But I tell you, the time, will it be good enough? He's got some incredible drivers coming along behind him. One more turn, Sammy, to the checkered boy. Take us home.
Oh, here he comes. He hugged the left hand of the out of the chute. Home right now, and we're waiting for him to stop the clock and see what it is. What Tina Breeze does out now.
In the Desperado salutes the ground over the finish line. The 6-litre hydro, mate. He's won the Lawson Shield before with his boat. And unbelievable from the VSBC, the Victorian Speedboat Club's one and only out here. Mate, unbelievable drive from that young guy.
What a great boat. What a boat.
How he sticks with these big hydros.
Smithy, what do you do? You're finished.
I tell you.
You're finished, mate. The checkered flag is
Oh,
out.
this could be, he needs to button off right now because there is a rule in place in powerboat racing. A full flying lap after the check-in. He hasn't overtaken anyone. Maybe he's got the throttle stuck, Sammy, and he's just going to run out of fuel.
They couldn't stop him.
Unbelievable. All right, so Steve Scott, heartbreaking. I saw Benny Fox before, the Hall of Famer, out there, and mate, they were pretty. They just put this boat back together. They didn't think they'd have any dramas, but it's a bit of a tragedy. Steve Scott, hugely active in powerboat racing circles, and yeah, it's heartbreaking when you see someone sitting astride their pride and joy out there waiting for a tow, mate. But
well, there's that much pressure on these 6 litre guys to try and stay with these blown boats, mate. But yeah, it's a tragedy.
Now Liam Holland has just shut the boat down out there too, Sam. So Desperado has shut the boat down, and I think obviously the rescue crew attending. One of the other rules we talk about, when you stop the boat, you need to pop the canopy just to signal to everybody that you are okay inside that cell.
It's got to be the flag out, mate,
Yeah, he's up and away. So the black flag is now flying. We've got a black and a caution up there on the tower. So black flag flying. Time to bring them back to the bank. Well, mate, what a race. Feels my heart breaks for Mark Ebenruder and the Rooters crew. He got caught behind, could not get up to a grid. He needed to be in front in that clean water going into turn number 1 to have any chance of just being able to see. And he's caught a couple of boat lengths back, mate, and I'm not sure how happy he'll be about that one, Sam. I'm glad I'm not up in the tower. But mate, he's a great operator. Brings the beautiful Rooters machine back in right now. Put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Wave your hats. Wave your hands. Unbelievable. His brother racing as well in the 1.6. So last time I saw Liam get into 1.6, he actually chucked himself out of it mid-quarter, pushed it a little bit too hard. Open 1.6, he went for a bit of a sprint. That was a bit of embarrassing for the young man, but anyway,
So everything was happening in the Holland family, so well done.
They're going to name the child Denny. Because I think it was the Denny Goodbuster that bit of romantic night in the swag at the Denny Goodbuster, and here we go. I'll get punched for saying that one, but mate, hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got too far away from here and Mr. Mark really fire up with the Aussie connection. And this ladies from in hydroplanes were a bit whole cities in America that had boats named after them, and it was it's just some of it's just
the Budweiser.
Yeah, the Budweiser, all that stuff, Miss Madison, all that sort of stuff. They're an iconic form of powerboating, and the fact that this boat is here with us today to race is a credit to everyone involved in this crew.
Yeah, well, I was over in America with my lovely lady in August, and we were at Detroit. And on the Saturday, I thought it was Lake Malala Yarrawonga because the waves are about 6 foot high and they couldn't get out there. But what they did, they had 12 Rolls Merlin B12s on the bank, and they started them all up. And the crowd just went berserk. And of course, over 100,000 people there. So it was absolutely electric to see 12 of them on the bank. Really black smoke coming out of it.
We talk about this Merlin, they said he's a V12. The displacement of it is something ridiculous.
3,000 horsepower.
Yeah, so 3,000 horsepower, I think it's something like a 15-litre engine or something.
3.5 tonne.
Yeah, so originally out of the Spitfire.
Yep.
Back there in World War II.
30 foot in length, about somewhere around about 15 foot across, sponsor to sponsor, the widest point. Yeah. They were very, very popular back in the probably late 60s, 70s, 80s. And, you know, they just dominated the EC Griffith Cup here in Australia.
They certainly did, and they still start the way they did on those old films you watch in World War II. So they'll poof, and then there'll be a bit of flame belch out of one side, and then it'll stop, and then they go again. And you think they're just about to blow up, and then they decide it's time to start.
Yeah, well, I was standing alongside a Yank over there while I was watching some of the races, not calling them, and he goes, "What do you call the turbines?" Of course, I'm talking about. What do you call these bolts over in Australia? Hair dryers. I said, that's it. He said, they just go past.
Yeah, the big jet turbines.
But the V12s, of course, noise.
This is the Australian Unlimited Championships. We've got the Australian referee down there in the tower, so we do a couple of little protocols we need to do after every heat, so won't be too far away from getting the all clear, I think, from the tower. GP1 now. Big killer over there.
Yeah, these boats, as we said, unlimited, unrestricted, open inboard. Not no outboards coming, unfortunately, but so you can run whatever you want, as long as, of course, it's
piston engine. That's exactly right. So the turbines are exempt from this race. But just having a look at GP1 now as it's lowering in. That's the three-blade, the high carbide steel propeller on the back, and the rudders alone. The amount of force they have to deal with. Flat bottom at the back of the boat, just to the boat just runs on prop sponsons. That big daggerboard rudder. It's the only thing keeping them from doing a U-turn at 150, 160.
I've seen some of them rudders, you know, that come back and by that right angle with the force turning into the corner, you know. So they've got to be strong.
It's a great opportunity to check one of those things out. The big turn fin on the left-hand side, if you're out here on the breakboard. The big turn fin, you can see there's some very, very strong thrusters there. There's a whole lot of science that goes into making one of these boats go fast. And these guys, the Harrison Racing Group, have got this absolutely nailed this boat. So it's won this race 7 times in a row. And the rest of the world, if you take an effort, they've been sent away nothing.
Well, we're over in Valleyfield over there, and Grant was over there with Terrell and quite a few Australians. And we were trying to find him to come go over this year and have a crack at them on their grounds. But I don't know whether they would or wouldn't. Of course, they'd have to have 468 cubic inch and 871s instead of the big 510s. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see just how he would go, because Jackie Lupton was over there, Warwick's young son, and in actual fact, in the final at Valleyfield, before 200,000 people, he won the event but got disqualified because they don't have a start boat out there. They run by clock, and he was over by 8 inches at the start. So
it's not too bad. 150 miles an hour.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah.
One of the other bits of technology on the boat that we can take you through, so they have what's called a canard wing on the front of some of these hydroplanes, the more advanced boats. So it's a wing that sits on the front of the boat between the sponsons.
Yeah, well, it goes right across. Some of them do have a little flat canard. Warwick Lupton from over in New Zealand has 2 on the front of his boat, but this is a complete one right across. And of course, Grant can control his boat. You know, if it starts to get out of control, get flighty, he can use that and push down. You know, with the wing on top of that canard. And yeah, it just makes it a little bit safer.
Yes, so the drivers get really, really busy. Not only are they trying to focus, so 2 feet going, so 1 foot will drive the throttle, the other foot will drive the canard wing. So lift the foot off and the wing go up, let the front of the nose of the boat come up. And at this speed, it's a split second before you know you've gone past the corner of the turn. Stamp down hard on that canard wing, and that's going to drive the nose of the boat in. So it's very hard to pick up from here at the bank, but you'll see as they come into the corners, they'll stand on that canard wing a little bit just to let the nose of the boat settle. Particularly with this pole draw as well. So going around very, very tight. They said they can turn them very tight when they want to, but they tend to want to run out fast and wide. But this is going to be another cracking heat, so we've got some big names coming out in this one as well. Of course, seeing Aussie Connection is always a treat for anyone involved in the sport, but your poles for heat number 2. And out of pole 1 now, drawing pole 1, you do have the option as well of taking an outside pole. Now, Grant Harrison drew pole 1 for GP1, and he's chosen to say, no, thank you, boys, I will take it. So he's running pole 1, so the big GP1 is going to have to hug the boys.
Well, what I'm saying is, to follow up on that, he goes in pole 1 there, first corner, must go in pole 1, must come out pole 1.
Exactly right, so
what speed is he going to do in that corner?
Well, that's the thing, because if you go in, so think about it like driving on a highway, if you go in the left lane, you've got to come out in the left lane. because you're 4 or 5 or 6 boats wide, if you are seen to drift, so if you come into pole 1, and the second buoy you're out in pole 3, and then you close the door back down to pole 1, okay, that is an immediate penalty. Yeah. So you'll see we've got drone footage. We actually have, because it's the Australian Championships, we'll have course referees out on the boat, so they'll be watching. So he's got to come in and make sure he hugs that pole. If he drifts the boat too wide, and it's not an easy thing to do in a Grand Prix because they love to slide on the way through. To his outside as well, depending on how they go on that start line, turn it up 6 litre. Connor Patterson, 3rd place in the first race. Unbelievable. Displacements will out-turn one of these boats all day, every day, but they've got to be in front of them, as we just saw. So what will happen there? To his outside, the unlimited, the blown alcohol, turn it up. So we've got 2 yellow boats out there for the commentary team, one making a bit more noise than the other. So these guys will be gunnel to gunnel because they know that they've got to run a tight line. Now, if Turn It Up can, either of those boats can get through and come out in front of Harrow, 3 boat lengths, and you can actually come across and take the line. Now, if they get a chance to crowd Harrow, that's what they're going to have to try and do. They're going to have to try and be that few boat lengths in front. It's going to make him back off because if he causes that incident, he'll be red flag and bang, he's out of that race, mate.
The great man Johnny Cross drew pole 1 here in the EC Griffith Cup final, and I don't know what year it was, but the Kiwis were out here, and when the flag dropped, he was gone. He put probably 100 metres on him. But that's how quick a displacement boat could get away from these hydroplanes. But it took Warwick to 100. He was telling me after 2 and 3/4 laps and 174 mile an hour to run him down.
Yep. So, I'll tell you what will Harrow do out of pole 1? The start boat will be tapped at, let's say, 85 miles an hour for that start boat. So the acceleration of the displacements, the blown alcohol particularly, you're going to see this boat launch, providing Scotty Patterson can keep it in a straight line, because punching all that horsepower into the water, it's not easy. You know, if the boat rolls over all, they have to back out and settle it. He'll want a nice, clean, powerful run. Mikey Johnson in a tinted note, big race win this morning. This thing flies for 6 litre and it didn't put a foot wrong. The boat was so well settled, so he's going to be out there as well. And then of course big Mark Healy in the Aussie connection running to the outside. That'll suit him better than anything. He wants to let this big girl wind up because when that big V12 gets its horsepower and its revs, he doesn't want to be on and off the throttles and slowing down. He just wants to peg it all the way around this little
track. It'll be like a big oval. He'll take the line every time. He will not be coming across. He'll just line his line up and just keep circulating.
Fastest loose Jimmy Bobby when it comes to Healy and Aussie connection. Races with big boats.
I wonder if they're thinking of what we're saying.
No.
Probably entirely different.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to the pub after one of those commentary races, because you never know who I've offended. Right, so the start boat rumbles into action out there. The big Daytona hull next to the BSBC and all their crew for providing a lot of equipment. The Victorian Outboard Club. We've got Aaron Hill and the crew out there on the water. Timmy Martin, the club president, down there working with the officials. So this is a combination event, the Australian Formula Powerboat Club and all their members. But have a look at it, mate. 2 boats, Turn It Up number 4 and Turn It Up number 4. Sammy.
Yeah, look at that.
There's only one subtle difference. I wonder if you could pick it up from the bank, ladies and gentlemen.
Which is which?
Yeah, the one with the great big supercharger blower hanging off the back of it. Yeah, that's the blown alcohol version. Scott Patterson, father, driving that boat, and his son Connor racing the other family boat alongside him. So obviously major sponsor is MSC Signs. Yep. But this is going to be a wonder. What do you do when you beat the old man in a race when he's got about 1,000 horsepower?
Well,
you don't go home, do you?
Poor old Dave Clark had that problem over in Adelaide. His son beat him. He was in the supercharger jet, the 21-footer, and his son James was in the 6-litre and knocked that off.
No, don't put those 6 litres out. I think it was last year actually. Tate Ramsey in. I think it was the Griffith Cup last year. Tate Ramsey in the 6 litre was the fastest qualifier to go through because the conditions just suited the boat.
I've seen Henry Eites nip away at the heels of these blown boats. One of probably the greatest 6-litre driver that probably I've ever seen. And one hiccup from one of them, and they're there. So they are very nimble, very quick.
Yeah, we didn't give you a warning before, but when you see the signal and a bit of action and they start to fire these up, if you do have young kids, a couple of these boats are very, very loud. We like it because it's cool. But yeah, just while we're behind their exhaust, they'll actually be quite loud. So if you've got a little one in a pram or something, I'm sure it's great to see some of your parents bringing out earmuffs because they're not deaf like us, Sam.
No.
and they won't be.
Yeah, and that is the worst point when they fly up. When they first fly up, mate, they're as loud, aren't they? So, yeah, just be careful.
So they're blowing alcohol, running the methanol fuel, the invisible fire, the one that actually got Jimmy Body in that movie. So yeah, but of course the best thing about that is you put it out with water, you don't have anything special. The methanol engine, they run the methanol through these boats because obviously much cooler burning temperatures, so they can throw more fuel, more air at it, and it won't melt the top end of these engines when they get up to the big revs and the big horsepower. But yeah, one hell of a machine. The 6-litre cast iron NASCAR blocks out there spinning 2,500+ RPM. And the other thing too, this is boat racing, so it's like if you jumped into a NASCAR, you took it up to full revs and then put your foot on the clutch about 25 times every time you went through the straight. Unload, load, because every time these boats leap out of the water, they go from no load to 100% load. So build an engine that will handle this kind of thing is an absolute dark art, and the secrets are closely guarded by these 6-litre race teams.
Yeah, well, my mate over in New Zealand, Warwick Lupton, brought his young son over, Jack Lupton, who's a very, very good driver in himself. And he come to Yarrawonga last year or the year before, and he said to Jack, whatever you do, and they're direct drive, they don't run short gearbox. And he said, Jack, whatever you do, don't get the boat out of the water. Keep it in the water. What did he do?
Race one, blew an engine.
Oh my God. Yeah, about 4,300 pieces, I reckon. Yeah, so he learned the hard way.
Yeah, he did. Well, I suppose if you've got 7 engines in the truck, we've got 6 races and 7 engines, we'll be fine. Yeah. All right, I think I heard Michael Page, the magnificent Grant Marshall, with a yep, let's go. Owns the Carpet One business up there in Taree in New South Wales. If you're looking, you need some carpet, but Pagey, he will travel for fun.
Okay, boys.
So what there is, if you've got the kids, ladies and gentlemen, because we are about to get rolling. Connor Patterson now just this on the 6-litre MSC signs. Turn it up. Yeah, okay. Sponsored the Alliance Group on board. Michael Johnson's going out the fire. Looking close the lead space. So there's the Connor Patterson, the 6-litre going out on the water. That's the young son taking it out there. So Scotty Patterson a certain speed or they start to sink and the screen gets full of water.
Place your bets, folks. Place your bets right now because this is head 2. Who are going to be the 6 fastest boats into the final?
Mate, I'm not even prepared to pick this one, Sammy. I'll tell you what, by the flag drop, I've got a half a feeling that Scotty Patterson in the MSC blown boat is going to absolutely launch it.
Yeah, he'll want to go.
Harrison, GP1, pole 1, out of 2. Connor Patterson, out of 3. Scott Patterson, out of 4. Mikey Johnson. Aussie connection to the outside. Look at the rooster on the big girl now. They're in a line. The flag is holding. The flag drops, Sammy, and we've gone racing over the little track. Because he was right up on his shoulder at the MSC side. Grant Harrison now has leapt to the front of this field, but he's got to put down a lap time that's going to make the final.
Well, look at the 2 turning up boats. They are side by side as they come out of the shoot there. They're in a bit of trouble. One on the inside, mate. They really hitting it hard.
Mikey Johnson is driving to absolute mountains right now. Gets it settled and look at the pace it's got once again. He's just driven into an absolute hole. Have a look at it right now. There goes Mikey Johnson through it. There's a huge hole left there from 2B1. And on the connection to the Madison is out. Wow, a massive hit. He's popped the lead. He is out. So there's run down, Sammy. Here comes Harry.
There's Toyota goes past the start finish line once again into that corner. Out of the chute now will come Connor Patterson into the big thunder from down under. Here he's trying to make the final. He's out wide. He's trying his hardest to put everything into it, mate.
He plants the foot. Look at the horse. Sets it up. Hooks the boat in wide and Aussie Connection just rooster tails all the way around. The outside, here comes Mikey Johnson to the outside. He's trying to get out of this bad water, but everywhere he goes, mate, he's hitting quick water. Mate, he will be battered and bruised in the cockpit of that boat. They knew they needed to get in front of Harrow, and Harrow has torn it up right now. But Connor Patterson just about hooks the big total up machine around, hit a mountain of water down there, that top chute. We're looking for the yellow flag. So yellow flag, 1 lap to run. Harrow stops on the cover. The big GP1 Belgian Toyota Harrison Racing. Mikey Johnson's pulled to the infield. Mikey Johnson has pulled to the infield. That is going to shake this team apart.
Well, he's probably said, I've had enough, I've been bashed and bruised from pillar to post out there with those holes on those quarters.
Mate, that boat's probably 300 kilos lighter than anything out there, and he's got absolutely poleaxed the young gun, Hollywood Johnson. But have a look at this. Brings it home for a second spot in this heat. And Connor Patterson turned it up, mate. He'll need a new race suit after that one,
I think he's had enough too. Oh, it's hard, it's rough, it's tough out there with those big boys. Big holes.
Oh, not sure how you go into turn 1 with Harrow on your inside and Aussie Connection on your outside. It's not something I'd recommend you do. But what will the times tell us? So there you go, ladies and gents. That is heat 1 and 2 of the EC Griffith Cup qualifier, the unlimited inboard Australasian Championships. So Mikey Johnson is up and away now, so that's good to see. I honestly, mate Sammy, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just, if he just got knocked about in the cockpit of that boat. He was taking some monster hits, and he's not the kind of guy to back out or something, unless there's a very good reason.
It was just unbelievable, because with these boats, with these hydroplanes, folks, the wash doesn't go out there, it goes back in.
That's right, go see Put your hands together, boys, ladies and gentlemen. Wave your hands to that man right now.
7-time winner.
7-time winner right now. Yes, I would say he's found himself to the pole position. What will he do, Sam? Will he opt to run the inside? Will he choose to run the outside? Mark Healy is the fighting Aussie Connection. It's a bit hard to get a judge on speed on the water, but if you have a look out the back to your far right hand side, you'll see a little ski boat out there doing a couple of laps, and it looks like it's hardly even moving, doesn't it? So, but yeah, good line up there. The flag drop didn't disadvantage anyone, and well done to the guys in the start boat. A lot of pressure on those guys. So you've got to give everyone a reasonable chance to get to the line. And Mikey Johnson, give him a wave and a round of applause. He gave it everything in the two addicted machine. He won the 6-litre race outright this morning, but mate, he's had to fight another day in that one, unfortunately for the young gun. Scotty Patterson's got the blown boat up and moving, so that was a good sign for the turn up crew as well.
Yeah, it certainly is. And if you will, that one, it's quite impressive and very, but just with all himself, you feel the way of
say to the crowd, think of the way you got the window, I should say to the crowd. You've been very, very happy with that, mate. To get a finish, they've got two retirements in that race. Plus the early race, he's got to go for himself. His first over a tech, just hope that you play the words as well.
And the thing is, we're always going to have first one, we've got to be the winner. And we've got
and the whole Harrison motor group, where you need to find yourself into a beautiful left track. They've got full roads down there. Who knows? They do everything, mate.
They're important for
They do. Melton Toyota, they've also got an opposite lock store down there. If you've got a full-time kids,
they've got the lot.
you name it. They're in Struggle Town down there in Gold Melton. Righto, so while all that chaos was reigning supreme, very quietly in the background, the F4s have been getting ready. This is race one, ladies and gents. So there's a fair bit going on this morning. We've seen the practices, we've seen the hot lap qualifiers, and now we are going to go racing for the first time. For the outboard categories, they're going to be up against each other, 1-on-1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. And this is the only course I've seen in the last 18 months that has two right-hand dog legs. It's going to be one to watch, I can assure you. So just how this is going to work, if you're looking at the water on your right-hand side, just past the point where the crane is the starting dock, brought to you by Mercury Marine. So the boats are lined up down there. Ron, the amazing one, Beasley, one of our Australian referees, will be ensuring that they are all in a straight line. The system is quite simple. So two flags are raised in the air. That is the 30 seconds to start signal. So the ignitions are then turned on in the boats. Then what happens is one flag is lowered. Ignitions and fuel systems, I should say, are turned on. One flag is lowered. It's time to hit the fuel system. Thumb sitting right on top of that start button. And the moment that flag drops, you hit the start button and go. These boats are all in gear, ready to race, and they launch as hard as fast as they can to try and get the cleanest run they can out into turn number one. All right, so the two double pink cans, if you look out onto the course, you'll see the beautiful paddle steamer in the background, and right in front of that is a pair of pink floating buoys. That is our start buoy turning sequence. So what happens is you'll see them, they'll do one quick siding lap, they'll be released from the bank, they'll be straight line it out to that turn buoy. They have to maintain their poles to that point. They then turn left at the double pink buoys and make their way up to the big red buoy at the top, which is the left hand, so turn number 2, which will be the first turn in race number 1. They then come all the way around the red, the two yellows, and they've got to double back to their left and pick up the second set of pink cans, which is the right-hander. If they are still 4 wide when they come out of that corner, I tell you what, it's going to be on. You go in on the inside, you come out on the outside. And then the big long haul down this front chute and into, I'm going to call it now, I'm going to say the notorious turn 1. We've seen 2 boats bid it down here so far this morning, one in practice and poor Ewan Brecker at the boat barrel roll over there in his hot lap qualifying session. So, not too far away. Getting the boats lined up now. One of the boats we didn't see out there in the qualifiers was Mr. Jake Bowen. The boat's called Watch Me Pop, which was a bit unusual, I've got to say, because Jakey Boy was by far, he was the fastest campaigner up there in round 1 in Taree. And this is the Mercury Racing 60 air so it's a little bit more relaxed, a little bit quieter. We don't have to shout and scream as much as we do when the big inboards running. But stock standard 60 Mercury EFI racing engines. This is an unbelievable category as a driver because you've got no horsepower advantage. So it's a full throttle start, so 100% throttle, finger on the button, hit the button, bang, and they launch these boats. So the idea is to get the maximum acceleration and get the boats settled and driving forward as quickly as you can. Now, obviously, you've just been out, you've had your practice session this morning, you've made propeller selections based on the race doesn't necessarily mean you've got a great prop to get you up and out of the hole, because you know, they're two very, very different things. So sometimes some of the faster boats this morning, you can see them have a real disadvantage off of the start line. Yep, so they'll head out, they'll do their sighting lap. So obviously we don't want to release it off the beach for the first time, but it is full course proper. They'll release it out, then they'll come back in their reverse grid, in their grid orders. Well, normally they would anyway, and we'll get to see the lineup. But out of the times this morning, Shelby Saunders running out of 1, out of 2 is the Bannister Marine, the fully sick mate racing. Steve Lewis has been a revelation. Actually, he was a crewman last year and he started racing this year. Had huge dramas with the electrical system on the boat up there at Taree, so didn't get a decent run, but he looked very, very fast when he was out there. So there was nothing between them, but the guy that was fastest up there in the qualifying, who actually went about 1.5 seconds quicker than anyone else in the qualifying, was Jake Bowen. The boat's called Watch Me Pop, obviously dedicated to his granddad. So the flags is being shown to the drivers so they can see the position of the starter down there right now. There's a lot of colour and activity behind them, so I want to make sure that they can, that everybody has got a sight of that. So Ron Beasley, the Australian referee down there, he's got the unenviable task of getting these boats in a nice line. The boats have what we call boat handlers, so they're people standing in the water holding the boat. One of those should be my son Zach Murphy, I think, down there working with Paige Canine of the Misbehaved Racing team. Can't see him, but he should be down there up to his armpits in water. It's a thankless task. You hold the boat when the water's cold, and then when they hit the throttle, you get absolutely hosed off as the boats leave the bank, and the pot wash gives you a nice little shower. Stages of preparation from the officials.
Just for a mention too, Murph, I forgot to mention, a lot of the boaties have got some wonderful apparel for sale. So, you know, if you'd like a t-shirt or a polo shirt or a hoodie, I know my lovely daughter has got Monopoly shirts and also hoodies. So she's got a few of them here. So if you're able to get into to the pits and go around, have a look around, no doubt Aussie Connection, I reckon they've got some shirts as well, GP1, all of those. So do look after it.
Yeah, it's really bad. Why wouldn't you wear the shirt of a reigning Australian champion in Kelsey Dempster in Monopoly? All right, so they've released the hounds. Oh yeah, Zach Murphy is standing down there. Hello, son. You having a good time down there in the water? You mustn't be able to see me. Oh yes, you know, you can see me. Good on you, Zach. Hope you're doing a good job. Pete and Robin will tell me if you're not. So, Rowena, thank you very much.
Can he swim, Murph?
Yeah, Ken, he is right now. All right, so that is the start, boys, that you see them heading around now. So they've got a drag race out to that line. You must hold your poles through that point, and then the racing proper happens. So if you manage to get the drop on anyone, you've got to have 3 boat lengths, but you can come across and pick up their line in the lead into the big red turn buoy. Now, I said these things are very aerodynamic little machines, and that little gust that just came through is not what they want to happen, because you get the boat sitting perfectly, and then next thing you know, a big 20-knot gust hits you, and it completely changes the dynamics, and it can get very, very hard. But even now, have a look at them as they turn left into this first right-hander, so you can see the field will have to compress to get through there. It's going to be a lot of pressure on this young driving field. Have to get an average age on this lot, but I know Ryan Eves must be about 16 years old. Shelby Saunders, if she's 17, or maybe 18 if she's lucky. Young Paige Canine is about the same. Jake Bowen is a young fella as well. I don't think any of these guys are driving. Maybe Stephen Lewis is. So that is their the first part of the lap. They then go through turn number 1. We'll be referring to that is, so to the right of your screens, if you're particularly watching it on the live stream. Out of turn 1, into the right-hand dogleg in the back straight. So the field will once again compress through there, up and around, and then back to the starting dock, and we'll get this show on the road. So Ryan Eves in the boat called Full Throttle. Old man Eves, girl from Newcastle, in fact, so all the way down here from up there. But big shout out to one of their sponsors, E-Tank Fiberglass Tank and Pool Repairs out of Curry. So without their support, they wouldn't be down here this weekend. Endeavour Marine, DBS Plant Hire, Speedflow, and CD Marine, the amazing Corey Duvall, doing a bit of work with this crew. But this is his first hit out in the F4s, his first full season. So he had a couple of races on and off last year, but he's having a first full season of this, and he had a great job up there in Taree. One of the things he said to me about it when he first started running these things is like the boat feels really comfortable, but he's just amazed at how hard and flat that they turn, these little Formula tunnel boats. And also, although it doesn't look like it from here, the vision in the boat is a lot better than you would think when you see that little screen on the front of those cockpits. But Shelby Sonta, boat number 22. The fastest qualifier out there, so she's got pole one, has the advantage into race number 1. Race number 2 will be a reverse starting grid semi. So you go out there, you bash the qualifying together, you get pole 1, you win race number 1, and then put you in the back of the field anyway, mate. That's pretty harsh.
That's no good, that winning, mate.
I reckon you need to aim to be last, and then you get to start first.
Yeah, it's great to see Shelby Sonta back on the circuit now, mate. Has been on for a while, and of course she won the day 3 and now in the F4. So great to see Joel back out on the water.
Yeah, this too. The Bannister Marine entry as well. It's going to be really good to watch him. I reckon that Steve's really going to give Shelby a red hot go in this race. Those two are probably got a little bit more experience. Well, Steve doesn't have experience. I don't know what it is, but he's just jumped into this boat and he's absolutely flying. But you know, he absolutely astounded me at Taree. Is young Jake Bowen in the boat called Watch Me Pop. He out-qualified everybody the first time he'd ever raced this thing competitively, Sam. It was unbelievable, right?
Some of them are naturals, mate. You know, Johnny Cross, you know, they reckon everything he has to get into, motorbikes, displacements, everything. It's just natural.
He's frightened the life out of me, Jake. He's one of the things, he's a really tall, big kid. He's a big-bodied kid, wonderful kid. And as a junior with one of those little 15 horsepower, he was just such a disadvantage. He really, you know, because he was physically such a large frame, they put him in a boat where that advantage is taken away, or disadvantage is taken away. He frightened the life out of me. After every race, I went and saw him and said, mate, just trim it down, just settle down, son. You're not getting $1 million check here. He just looked at me and said, Murph, I know what I'm doing. And I said, oh, I hope so, Tom. Yeah. But again, safety is paramount. These guys are very, very well protected in the cockpit of those boats. You've got to do a lot of training to be allowed to race one of these boats, which involves getting submerged and tipped upside down in a cockpit.
Normally, they generally do, Murph, is they get put them in the swingboard. You know, it's the first up, don't they?
Yeah. All right, so just final checks are in place. We've got the last boat turned around. So 2 flags flying right out there on Rescue 1. One flag goes down slowly, so the flag's on Rescue 1. Green flag drops the white. When the white flag drops, they hit the button and bang. Have they seen it? Yes, they have. Shelby Sonta, nice drop. Steve Lewis has gone nowhere. So he's been held for a split second there, Stevie Lewis. But look at Ryan Eves in the full throttle, boat number 34, the purple and blue, riding the other side. He's got an absolute belter running pole 3, so he's got to give a gap in the middle. Very, very nice start from Jake Bowen out wide too, Sam. Let's watch him go round, but it's going to be Eves lead him through, and that is an upset. He's through now. You take pole 1 off Sonta.
Yeah, well, Sonta got away okay, Murph, but then all of a sudden just folded to something when he missed. Just didn't get the power fully on, and whether it just dug down in the water and couldn't get it up on the plane quick enough. And he took advantage of it.
All right, here we go through turn number 2 for the first time. So out in front, but look at Jake Bowen with some speed out wide. So Shelby running the tighter course, so she's got less distance to travel, with Boeing maintaining unbelievable speed out wide in Watch Me Pop. Now here's a bit, now Shelby gets to come across, she's got to give him, he's up the inside, he's got to give him room, he slots it through, Bowen moves into second spot.
Great run by Bowen. Now Shelby's, she's caught between 2 here, Murph. Let's see what she can do.
Mate, she is an absolute racer, this girl, so she's sitting right up on his inside. She's going to see if she can run him down now. Does Jakey Bowen know that she's there? It's a big, risky manoeuvre. She's going to give him a little bit of room. He gives her plenty of room. She takes it. Thank you very much. So he knew she was there. Great driving, young man. But it's given her a slight advantage now. These little 60 AFIs, you've got to watch the boats. Man, see there, you have it. A wider and Sonta says, thank you very much, I'll take it off you, son.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but momentarily the power went off, and it is still not going back on.
Yes, it's taken a while to get that boat driving forward again. That's the thing with these boats, is that once you lose a little bit of momentum, it's so hard to build it back up again. So you can see there, but this right-hand turn, I tell you, they are a huge challenge in one of these Formula Tunnel boats. But Sonta now out in the front. Oh, sorry, beg your pardon, Ryan, the Rhino Eves, the Nova Castrian kid. He's got too much hair for my liking, but he's a pretty good little rooster. And he's got a very, very good gap. But look at the battle now between third and Stevie Lewis in the Bannister Marine entry. So Bowen, he's got great boat speed. He's just got to be able to put that down nice and steady. And Paige Caneen looking very, very nice. Second ever race in one of these for Paige Caneen, so unbelievable.
Yeah, got the boat sitting very nicely on the water at the moment as the leader goes round there and swings out towards the back. But as you said, that third and fourth placing is very, very tight at the moment. Let's see where we can pick up a passing move. Bannister trying hard to which way will it go, inside, outside, as they wheel their way out around that back straight away.
There's definitely different in the prop selections between those two boats because you see, I think there's a difference in the terminal to the top end speed, and Jake Bowen's boat very quickly, but you see Bannister now starting to haul him back in, but losing a little bit in the midpoint. I don't want to put any pressure on young Stevie Lewis at all because he's also his second race weekend and doing a beautiful job. So Sonta now, Ryan, he's beautiful on that top turn. He's just hugged the pins, but Sonta's taking it to another level. She's just about showing that they were varnishing the hands of their boat then.
Certainly did. She really made up 2 or 3 boat lengths on the race leader, but still he's got a handy break of probably about 30 metres at the moment as they wheel their way through and go down towards the bottom part of the circuit once again. So they're all negotiating wind and conditions quite nicely at the moment, Murph.
Yeah, Ryan Eves, mate, it's actually not that easy to be. Sometimes it's easier to chase in one of those things because you get to look at the line the other boat's driving. But Shelby Sonta's definitely made up maybe a boat length or two in that. Now, obviously, we saw the start. Ryan got a beautiful start, and he's holding that advantage right now. But you can see as they back off the throttles a little bit to come into these turns, it compresses slightly. So Ryan's got to make sure that he just stays calm. He'll be talking to his old man in the cans to remember to breathe, just stay calm, because these laps will just tick by and not make any errors, because it won't take much, and he's going to have Shelby Sonta right up behind him, the Queensland superstar.
Yeah, certainly she's starting to close up again out of that back straightaway and into the front once again as they come towards this right-hander as they go through there. So it's a racing two at the moment, but third and fourth is getting a little bit tight once again as they swing into front straight away to come past the tower for yet another time. Yeah, the laps tick down. I think they're running 6 laps in this one, but we'll keep an eye out there for the yellow flag. The other boats, the bigger boats, will run a 10-lap races, or 8 to 10 laps depending on the class. Jake Bowen now starting to lift the nose down the boat, the red and white machine out there, the watch big pop. So the boat's getting bigger, but tell you what, so is Steve Lewis. See what I mean? He's got that boat speed at this back end of this long straight. Very, very nice turn from Lewis there. He's run the boat a little bit wider, hasn't blown up as much speed. He's going to make up a couple of boat lengths just with that move alone. And Jakey Bowen is starting to come under a bit of pressure right now in the Watch Me Pop racing. Oh, he's standing it up in the back straight there, Sammy. This kid has the heart of a lion, I can tell you. He's quietly spoken. Well, it takes a fair bit of courage to hang one of these little F4 boats up that high into this little stiff breeze right now. Yeah, it certainly does. There's a good dice, as we said, third and fourth between Bowen and Lewis. Lewis closing up a little bit on him to the top corner once again as Eavesy and Sonta come into front straight away again. Sonta might be making up a little bit of leeway again on the race leader as they come through.
You can see there, Shelby's boat through that right-hander, just porpoising a little bit. By that I mean the front of the boat bouncing up and down, and you can see it in the rooster tail, so potentially losing a little bit of boat speed. But I tell you what, the challenge is coming from Steve Lewis. So Steve Lewis now on the Bannister Marine, he's got himself into a position right now. He's seeing everything that Jake's doing in front of him. He gets to make decisions. And one of the other funny things that happens in this limited horsepower, this class, you can see him sitting just in the wash of the boat in front of him, just to the side of it. That slightly aerated water actually provides a little bit less friction than clean water. So you actually get less drag on the boat, gives you another half a mile an hour, maybe a tenth of a second every lap. So he's driving a very, very smart race right now. But, oh man, Gaston's on the cans, mate. He'll be giving you plenty of advice out there.
Oh yeah, look at Lewis going again. He's closing up, going up the back there, as he's done over the last couple of laps. As he goes up there, and I think Sonda's closed up a little bit here on Young Eves too.
She sure has, mate. She's running the short line out of there, so trying everything. So she tried to wide line those last couple of laps, but she's really gone pin to pin now, so you can watch it now, and I think that is working for her. But
yellow flag, mate.
Yellow flag this time round. He's got one more to go, so another sequence of corners without error. And you've got to say that young Ryan Eves, after that beautiful start, eyes peeled on the flag there, and he's going to make it very, very tough for
Sonda.
Oh, here we go.
Inside.
Up the ice. She's
hooked.
She's got to get back around. Oh, she doesn't just. Tell you what, inside a boy, that is a penalty, but she did it. She managed to hook the boat just after the red.
She put the SS in the waterway, mate. Shelby Sonda.
She sort of surprised the guys on the course boat out there. But there you go. The pressure was coming, but uncharacteristic error from young Shelby. She had to throw everything out and was, but that gives Ryan Eves a little bit of breathing room out the front, but he hasn't put a foot wrong this race, mate. It was a good start, and just came over, took his pole that was rightfully his after that turn, boy, and has driven a beautiful race.
Yeah, certainly has. Well, into the front straight away. Checkered flag should be nearly at the ready. It is out, so homeward bound.
Checkered flag flies this time. Put your hands together. The Novocastrian kid, Rhino Eves, in their little mulguard out there. So the Eves crew will be very, very happy. The full throttle machine with a beautiful drive. Shelby Sonda all the way down from far north Queensland.
Yeah, something cool.
Yeah, she's a little bit freezing, to be perfectly frank. Jake Bowen, after that, had a terrible start down to the start dock and managed to grab a placing to get himself up on the podium and get a handful of points. So good run from that man, and Steve Lewis didn't put a foot wrong either. So good running. Now, we didn't talk about her enough, but this young lady, she's one to watch. She was an unbelievable campaigner in the juniors. And of course, we're talking about Paige Caneen. The race team is Misbehaved Racing. I'm not sure if that, I think it's a play on words, yeah, because she's not always she's always got a cheeky grin on her face, but good run from her as well as she comes to grips with driving a capsule boat for the first time ever, or the second time ever this weekend. So that's them done and dusted. So I hope you enjoyed the Serenity, because it's about to get noisy again. Very, very much so, because we're about to go F3 racing. Great start off these things, unbelievable. Still flying on the boat, and you can't come in under a checkered. So he did the right thing, but a bit of radio chatter. Put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Wave your hands, give him a wave. Well done to that young man in Bannister Marine. Shelby Sonda is home and safe and sound. Okay, so there's a bit of chatter on the radio, Sammy. Of course, if we hear it, we're allowed to say it, right? Isn't that how it works? I'm not going to name names, but I can tell you there's a report coming in from one of the course boats out there that one of those drivers clipped the right-hand turn buoy twice, more than one occasion. Well, so let's wait and see what happens with that one, mate. Obviously, coming into contact with a turn buoy is a penalty. Do it once, it's a penalty. Do it twice, it's two penalties. Actually, club president of the Victorian Outboard Club, Timmy Martin, he hit one that hard, the big yellow turn buoys, and he put a hole in it, and the rule is that you pay for it if you damage it. But you do get to keep the turn buoy, so as opposed to just do nothing with it, he actually had it tailored into a suit and wore it to our presentation evening. So wore a yellow plastic suit to the presentation night. It was I think you still probably got that suit, but yeah, it was quite a novel approach when you're getting out there. You might be listening as well, but from up there in New South Wales, Tom Carl a little while. He came and raced one of those Formula 4s, and he clouded a turn boy that hard for the rest of the weekend. He's referred to as Turn Boy Tommy, because he just about drove over the top of him. I'm glad I'm not in the tower right now. One of the other things that happens when you crash, when you run into one of those turn boys, is you tend to mark a boat, and these boats are all white. And a bit of talk right now that there's no markings on any of the boats. They've just come back to the ramp, but they're back home safe and sound. Jakey Bowen, nice drive. He obviously lost a bit of momentum in that right-hander lead-up, but all the same, he's done a good job. Brought the Watch Me Pop machine home. Yeah, one of the things, Sam, when we won't be able to talk too much because those F3s are going to head out there, but I said they're real high-performance engines. They run a huge amount of fuel, huge revs. As they come back to the pits, because once they've done their sighting lap, what you'll hear out of some of these guys, just before they shut the engine down, they'll redline it. So they'll take the throttle to the absolute limit, and then kill the ignition, right? And what happens then is that it actually completely floods the whole trunk of the motor with fuel, because then they've got to turn off and sit there so that when they hit the start button, they've just got this absolute gut full of fuel and air just boiling around inside that hot little engine, so they get that start. And these things will start within about half the turn of a flywheel. So the first time the cylinder comes up, fires, they go bang. They're one of the fastest starting boats that we've got, these Formula 1.
What do they call the exhaust system? Is it a quacker or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, just drill a hole, let it go.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So the green flag being hoisted, that is the signal to release these guys from the pits for their sighting lap. Tarly well on the carpet, one entry right up there in Tarry now heads out. These little screaming demons, they run huge RPM out of these little engines, and Ricky was saying, I'm actually the father of the fabulous Tyler Howard, to be honest, but it was unbelievable up there in Taree. Right until she had a big crash, so boat rolled over on her. When he just, really unlucky, just picked up on, well, I won't say roadway, but just a big hole, and the back of the boat stepped out, and she just was not in a position to correct it in time, and it just spat her over. So she was a bit soggy when she came back to the boat ramp, but always smiling. Silver Fox, 3 years in this boat. He's an unbelievable competitor, and along with Campbell, Robert Parker, they put in so much work to keep this category alive. Racing as hard and fast as it is. And a pole too. It's Jake Green in Green Tree, the Downs Marine Engines Machine from the Sunshine Coast. So CMJ Robson Plastering, GMAC Carpentry, B&B Fabrications, and Nan and Pop were on the sponsors list as well. Came second in 2015 in the F3. Just wanted to finish the race, but he cracked an engine out. So first time back in the series for 2 years, and had an amazing run up there in Taro. So waiting for the last of these boats to get into the water, a bit of debris in the water just in front. So Kev Parker, the owner of the Wasp Race Machine, just removing that debris from Tyler Howard, the Dominator. I think they were a nickname, it sounded like a cool one at the time. So Tyler, the Dominator Howard. So Ron Beasley just walking the back of the grid. We've got to make sure that these boats are all pointing exactly in the right line, because very hard for the drivers to judge when they hit the button and launch to see what angles they've got going on. But 2 flags won't be too far away. So there's no real serious swans around. In fact, we've got a couple of swans that have come down to check out the action. So the drive crew has just moved in to politely ask the swans if they wouldn't mind moving out to the racing line. We'll see if we can get them moved a little bit closer to the bank. They're certainly going to move when these boats come up. Sammy, I've put many an hour trolling around here for a cod. Actually, 40 hour cod, but I've put many an hour out there trolling around for a cod. And doing a whole lot of water skiing. So we have the swans moved into a position where we're satisfied. John Thomas now jets back out to his position out there as one of our fast response rescue dive teams. We are away in the hands of Ron Beasley, the Australian referee, down there at the starting dock. So these boats have started a long time, Sammy. These engines will be cool. So the 2 flags are raised, the Australian flag and the white flag. The Australian flag will be lowered. Well, the white flag is lowered, and we're going to start the flag. Bang, here we go. So Talia Wellham with an overlap, so that's going to put a bit of pressure on Tyler Howard in the Wasp racing machine. Through they go, nice and clean. But Jake Greentree, Sam, with a beautiful start.
Oh, he got a blinder. That must have worked wonders, mate, when he gave that boat a wash earlier on.
Yeah, he gave it a wash. He was picked up 25 miles an hour off his start line. But I tell you, the guy that you do not want to have chasing you is Peter Cochran, the Silver Fox in the PC racing machine. First time through this right-hander. This is going to be a really interesting one at full race pace. Greentree opting to just drift the boat out and let it have a real run along here. Maximum velocity achieved about now. We're going to watch these little wind gusts as they come across. And he's going to drop the bow that way to turn it into turn number one for the first time. Greentree into turn one.
From Cochran, who went in very, very high indeed. There's Tyler Howard running very nicely there in third racing at home. Looks like we've got a problem back through the field here, Murph.
Yeah, Talia Wellham, so she dropped off. We saw her right up there, just in front of Wasp Racing. Didn't see what happened. I was looking at the front of the field. So she's got the boat moving, but yeah, there's a drama there. She's got RPM issues, so no revs coming out of that engine right now. Fingers crossed she hasn't got a terminal problem. That's the hard thing with these little high performance engines. But have a look at this now. Greentree, he hasn't lost any ground on the way through there. He's come through the nice little right-hander. And Peter Cochran, he's got a bit of work to do. If anything, Greentree's probably put another boat length in that on the way past the second boy. So Greenie out in front.
There, Peter Cochran made up a little bit of leeway. Oh, he's coming in quick there, mate. He nearly overshot it. And I think was a little bit late putting it to bed, but he got out of it okay and has still probably got that 8 or 10 boat lengths pit more now to make up there that much straight away.
I'll tell you what, PC had a massive drama with trim up there at Taree, so they had to completely rebuild the whole system, and I just wonder whether the boat didn't get its nose down fast enough for him to turn in, because you're right, he did overshoot that corner there a little bit, Sammy. He normally runs a pretty tight line, obviously looks good at the top end, so you see, as they hit the trim button down, you'll see, watch him now, the spray moves forward on that inside sponson as the nose drops in, and then straight back up to get the bow of the boat, get the air travelling into the tunnel. And Talia, well, mate, she's about 5,000 revs down out in front, just trying to nurse the boat home to get some points.
Yeah, Greentree, that boat sitting beautifully on the water. Watch PC this time round. Here he comes. That was a little bit better move, but probably not the speed that he had the last lap there, Murph.
Yeah, no, fingers crossed here. Oh, no, look to your left.
Oh,
it's
no.
Wasp Racing. So, Tyler Howard, mate, the dominator. She's come right off the pace as well. So,
Dad, you've got to swim out and get her.
We've got an issue out there for Wasp Racing. So, I'll tell you what, if she can keep circulating right now, it's going to fall in the hands of Talia Wellham, as long as she can keep motoring until the checkered flag flies, irrespective of if she's getting lapped or not. She will get points for finishing the race, so she's got to hang it in there. But Tyler Howard, can she get this boat restarted and back underway?
Well, she's trying.
Oh, they got a bit nervous for me for a second from this angle, but I wasn't sure who was cutting her off. I'm sure everyone else in the crowd held their breath, but she's moved to the outside of the course, so she's now gone outside of the course proper. So that will be a retirement for Wasp Racing. Jakey Greentree stands on the throttle and lifts the bow of the beautiful green and black machine all the way from the Sunshine Coast, and a big long reach with the wind at the back.
Yeah, please see, he's trying everything he knows how to try and get up on terms with him at the moment, or a little bit closer, so he can have a crack here. But Greentree doing it very nicely. Lines up the left-hander, a big swing there as he comes in. Now the right-hander to bring him down towards the checkered boy again from PC Peter Cochran as he comes out of the chute. He's still got probably to make up about 40-50 metres though, Murph, as he goes past the tower.
Yeah, he's definitely made some ground there, but I'll tell you, I'm not 100% sure, but he's got to watch those right-hand turn boys. He must have made within millimetres of clipping that turn boy, and that's an immediate one-lap penalty if you pick up a turn boy. So we saw that he had a commanding lead in Taree, was pushing hard and actually went around and went inside a boy, so was disqualified from that race. So got to keep a level head now, does the young gun. He's a previous champion in this series, so he's doing, the boat looks beautiful right now. But Peter Cochran, he's the man that's used to be the guy in front with everyone chasing him, so he's got work to do. The caution flag still flies now as Tyler Howard in the Wasp Racing, the blue and white machine, leaps it back to pit lane.
Yeah, might need a little bit of help in the pits there at the ramp, so just keep an eye on that one, the guys down in there. hopefully she hasn't got a hole or anything like that in the boat.
I think she's got a mechanical challenge there in that boat. Talia Wellham is just still circulating out there in the carpet, one entry, so a bit of work to do. These guys, when they had dramas last time around up there in Tarek, mate, all the teams just sharing parts, sharing knowledge, just to get the boats back out of the water. It was wonderful to see. But she will be a little bit heartbroken in that boat. Is young Tyler Howard. Just making sure I wasn't kept snuck in out there, but it certainly is not. Yeah, there's definitely a miss in that engine, but there's no rattling and clanking, so hopefully nothing too terminal. But right now, Jakey Greentree has this race in the bag, barring incident. So he's still pushing on. Peter Cochran now has realised that he's probably got too big a task after giving out that big lead. He's going to just continue to circulate out there and make sure if there is a drama that he's in the bottom seat to capitalise on it. Not what we want to see at all out of race one for these guys. Normally they're up there rubbing shoulders with each other, but Talia Wellham playing a sensible game. She knows she's got to get through to get the points. And this is a very
there's a big chase here, mate. Murph.
Mate, Greentree is backed out of that. There's a problem up in front. There surely is. Jakey Greentree, I just said. Peter Cochran, he's going to ease off and just hope that something happens. He wouldn't want to win it that way, but no. There we go. The commentator's curse on Greentree. Mate, what has happened? Have we got a bad dose of fuel up there in pit lane? That is 3 of 4 that have had to go to limp home mode. The yellow flag flies. Now that is heartbreaking for this young man. And he's making his way off the course. He's not going to pick up those turn boys. So he is a DNF as well. Mate, Talia Wellham has gone out there and got a second place unless the man in front breaks down. She can take the win by default. What do you call it? What's that ice skater? What was his name? The Bradbury. She's come from behind. She's climbing the podium, but Jakey Greentree. Yeah, listen to that engine, mate. That is not running on all 3 cylinders at all. You hear that flutter? Is it a reed block? Has he done more damage than that? But very, very tough break for the young guy. The C&J Robinson sponsored Downs Marine entry. Talia Wellham has had to slow up yet again to try and pick up the checkered flag. She was trying to slow up enough to have PC come around her and not have to do another lap. The checkered flag flies now for the Silver Fox, Mr. Peter Cochran for PC Racing. Race 1, win number 1. Wouldn't have wanted it that way, Sam.
No, you certainly wouldn't want to have done it, the way it ended up, Murph, but it's racing.
Certainly is. Now Talia Wellham, she's still racing under the checkered, but she's got to get around and get to the finish line, which she will do by default. One of the safety rules in place is that you cannot cross the course even after racing is finished, so both these boats will have to do a full circular lap to bring themselves back here. In the meantime, starting to get a bit serious out here in the starting grid because the F2s, the SST 120 category is about to get this show on the road. These guys are fast, they're loose. We saw Bryony Pugsley put a number on the field, but there'll be nothing in it. Any one of the first 5 boats can win this one. Peter Cochran as well has stopped to almost an idle. So has he got a drama as well? And I said it before, do we have a bad fuel going on? If it's starting to affect PC, maybe we do. These guys running a different type of fuel to the standard boats. Obviously the standard fuel and the lubrication system won't handle the RPM, these little engine spin, so yeah, things are not good in Camp F3 right now. Talk technicalities right now, but Talia Wellham has not taken the checkered flag yet, and she's missed a set of turn buoys. Now, does that matter? She's still the second boat to finish, even with a 1 lap penalty. It won't matter, and the checkered flag she will take now because she's crossed the line in front of the starter. So Talia Wellham with a finish, but technically incorrect, but won't matter in the eyes of the judges. It will be a second placing. So that's to allow crews to go through their checks and bits and pieces. And if you did manage to break some gear, to give you an opportunity to repair that. So we won't be too far away from having the OD give the all clear, the Australian referee on site, giving the all clear that the final can run of the EC Griffith Cup. But in the meantime, we're going to see some of the best racing that I've seen in a long time come out of this field. This is the F2 category, and I think we've got, now I'm not sure, Ewan Bricker. Sorry, running in the wrong field, I'm getting all excited. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the SST 120s are lined up down there. Bryony Pugsley, Simon Troy, Rock Cohen, Adam Breen, and all the way from South Australia, Lauren Griffith. Now, we've got a little bit of a surprise for Lauren when she comes back to the boat ramp, because she doesn't know, but I know that it is her birthday today, see? So we're going to get the whole crowd involved, and when she takes that helmet off, and we're going to sing her a song. And she'll die of embarrassment, and I'll blame you. All right, not too far away from releasing these guys. They're going to go out and have their first look at this course. Conditions just about perfect right now for tunnel boat racing. Been given to release these guys on the siding lap, and a bit of feedback from out on the water out there is that there are some significant gusts, particularly to the top of the Cohen, the Grand Prix hull, the big red machine out there as well. The Grand Prix hull over there from the mighty US of A. I keep saying Brock, I'm never saying again, of course, because it's Damon Cohen driving his boat, not Brock. Damo Cohen out there doing the real work. Big shout out to Eagle Developments, which is the major sponsor of this team for the season. Simmons Landscaping and Anglemore and Riverfront Logistics, so looking after the Cohen race team. So that big red machine, the Grand Prix, was completely overhauled last season. So it was almost a complete write-off. They had a huge smash in this boat. It took 8 months to get this thing back together. So it's a completely different boat as well. So he's really getting to understand how it works. Completely new trim system, works a different way. Running a brand new set of DeWalt props out of the UK. So that again changes completely the handling and the steering of the boat. Power steering. As a new addition for this young guy as well. So he's completely changed the way that this boat feels and has ever been before. So starting from scratch, and look very, very solid in the early. Jez Maslin did a whole lot of work with Jamie Lendop as well to get this boat turned around after, as I said, almost a complete write-off. Almost every part of the boat was shattered. doing a bit of work as well. He doesn't just race power boats as a Hollywood superstar, but he's got a new job as well, working for Simon Troy.
Yeah, no, most of these guys get into boat, I reckon they get into the stress, mate.
Yeah, absolutely right. This is this is well and truly a hobby, this one. Yeah. Sometimes a very expensive hobby, got to admit.
Yeah.
Right, so just turning the crew around. So start dock just moving away a little bit further, just to open up that turn one a little bit. These boats obviously a lot quicker than the crews we've seen before. But when the flag drops, if they are all hitting that line 5-6 wide, mate, it's going to be pretty exciting action. The first four will, I would imagine, be on each other's elbows. So Pugsley out of 1, Simon Troy out of 2, Brock Cohen out of 3, and out of 4 is Adam Breen, Cracker Racing, unbelievable competitor. The newly married Adam Breen.
Yeah, Damo Cohen.
Damo, did I say Brock again?
You said you wanted to say
Damo Cohen, I'm just going to say Cohen. No, Damo Cohen, mate. DC. Great bloke. Does a lot of engine work as well for a lot of different teams. Knows how to make an Admiral motor go fast. I like the idea of Adam Breen out wide. So silence, 2 flags, 1 flag slowly lowered. Fuel pumps on, ignitions on. Wait for the drop of the Aussie flag. Back here we go. Who's got the top? Simon Troy. He's got the best of the but he will only just do that, I can guarantee you. Bang, shut the door, she goes through. Out wide, the Grand Prix around. Adam Breen with a very, very nice run, but have a look at the Grand Prix. Brock Cohen stands it up. Damo, come on. Well, mate, they're gunner to gunner. Watch this, the boat's in 3rd and 4th right now. Oh, there's nothing between these two. Bryony moves to the inside. She's trying to get a run. She crosses over. She's now trying to pick up the inside of the right-hander. What's going to happen? Will he shut the door? Damo, no, he gives Adam plenty of room. I think I got it right that time. Here we go, past the checkered flag. Look at the race for 3rd and 4th right now.
Yeah, great race there for 3rd and 4th as they wheel their way down towards that bottom corner. But as you said, the 888 machine of Simon Troy got a blinder out of the chute, and Bryony tried to go with him, tried to lift the boat. Oh, have a look at that,
Damo is just standing this boat up now, so the right-hander, you can see how tough that is. All of a sudden you're on the inside, then you become the outside pole runner, and you've got to look to your inside mirror. But out in front now, it is Simon Troy. He didn't have the qualifying speed, but he has certainly got the better of that start. This is a long race, however. Fatigue will set in. You've got to concentrate 110% all the way through. And a little gap now to Damo Cohen. He's got on Adam Breen in Cracker Racing, but that young guy will go nowhere, mate.
Yeah, Lauren Griffith trying hard to get up on terms with these ones just in front of her. Doing a great job setting the boat beautifully on the water as the race leader goes out the back once again. And Bryony's got to within about probably 6 or 8 boat lengths now on the race leader Simon as they wheel their way around. Damo gets a bit of air, a lot of air underneath that boat over the back there, Murph. And right behind him 2 or 3 away then is Adam, of course, doing a great job with Lauren back through the field.
Certainly has. Now Lauren Griffith just continues to dial this boat in, so continues to ramp it up, put more horsepower into this engine, and she's just loving racing in this category. Bryony has closed down at least a boat length, did that last time through. So mate, Simon Troy, the Iceman, mate, he'll be looking at his mirrors, just making sure he's got another on her, but you won't want to blink for even a split second, because she will take it, she will eat it, she'll stuff it down your throat and make you near it. She is an absolutely ruthless competitor, that woman out there in number 2 right now. Adam Breen, Cracker Racing, beautiful through that last set of turns. And Damo Cohen, the way he stands that Grand Prix up in that back straight, mate, it frightens me every time, and the boat just sits and hangs there, and that's where he's getting that acceleration from, Sam.
Yeah, he certainly is, as the race leader. And look at Bryony going right round the outside there. I thought was going to try and have a slingshot here at Simon. But Simon, I think, was a little bit cagey there and got away again, still about 5 or 6 boat lengths. But Bryony really pushing that boat hard as they go through. Damo's got away now a little bit from Adam Breen and further back in the field to Lauren Griffith. But there's a race up front. There it is, a boy and girlfriend.
Yes, certainly is, mate. There's a wedding on the line for this one, for the series. And I tell you what, there's nothing in the boat speed. There's certainly in the top line speed, there is not a gap in it. But Simon right now, he's got the clean water run. He's managing just to get a little bit better better acceleration out of that, particularly out of this turn number 1 down here into the first right-hander. Bryony closes him down at the end of the chute just down there and looks a little bit quicker through this second corner right now to your left of screens. But mate, there's nothing in this. The lap times, they'll be almost dead heated. Bryony again maybe picks another half a boat length up in that one.
Yeah, certainly does. She's very, very neat coming out of that lead-out corner and then through the right-hander as they go down to the bottom. Simon now lines up the 888. The mainline dyno. Oh, Bryony made up a lot of ground there. Murph was a swing out of the chute. I don't know for a moment, Simon, something must have just malfunctioned or of course it might have been a brain fade, but made up a lot of ground now, down to within about 4 boat lengths.
And so, mate, they're working incredibly hard. Watch them through the leading pack now. So they turn in, they have to stand the boat up again, get on the gas, turn it in again. The way that buoy is set up down there, it's actually a double quarter. So there's a double apex in that turn. That means trim it up, trim it down, trim it up, trim it down, and make sure you don't get it wrong because the boat will trip and roll, as we saw with young Ewan Brigger. Very, very nice turn from Damo Cohen there. He's, like if anything, he's starting to pick up a little bit on this pack out in front. Obviously, there's a huge task if he's going to wind them in. Adam Green, the sample concreting machine, glinting out there in the sun. Looking $1 million in the Cracker Racing camp, and he's, I said, there's only probably 2 seconds gap back from the man in front in Damo Cohen. Lauren Griffith puts another lap in right now. She actually had an amazing run up there at the archery last year. Jumped into a displacement boat. So we swapped the drivers around, put the tunnel boat driver into an outboard, into an inboard. But guys, don't go anywhere because Bryony Rigby is coming hard right now at the man in front, Simon Troy. You can see she's made it right to the back of the rooster. So he's definitely taken a couple of boat lengths out of him in that last lap alone. So Simon Troy coming under pressure right now. Bryony beautiful through that section of corner. And she's right up alongside. She's not alongside, but it won't be too far away before she gets up in him. So you can see she's now inside the wash of the boat in front. That itself is a challenge. You're actually going blind if you chose to change lanes behind the man in front. And although they are madly in love and all that wonderful stuff, when it comes to racing, it's all bets are off. I'm here to win, and so is she.
Yeah, she's certainly trying to find a way. Is she trying to outfox Simon? We'll have to wait and see. She lines him up one way, then the other, and they come through for yet another time. Well clear of Damo. Look at him lifting that boat right up out of the water, mate. He's just plenty of air underneath it.
Sure, absolutely is, mate. The boys there at Mojo Road will certainly get in there. Because the boat's looking beautifully balanced. He's just not getting the terminal speed that he needs out of the boat is beautifully prepared. I can tell you the crew don't spare the dollar when it comes to putting it together. So maybe as conditions changed so much in this last hour as it flattened out, they probably could have looked with a little bit more prop out there. He's going absolutely nuts.
She's on 3. Now out to 4 once again as they wheel their way through. There's Damo there, Cohen. Further back in the field, that Adam Green and Lauren Griffith just coming into the front straight away. But have a look at these two. Are they in love? Yes, they are. And they are fighting one another at the moment.
It means nothing right now, I can tell you. Bryony's moved to the inside there, so it's inside and then just steps it out. So she's actually just shortening the course every single time that there's a turn come up. So obviously you can choose to do either option, run a wide or faster line. She's tried that, hasn't worked. So she's now starting to chop these corners down.
Yellow flag, mate.
Yellow flag has flown, mate. So yellow flag now, here we go. She'll know that. So the guys on the bank are allowed to call it. Her mum will be there saying, mate, you've got one more lap. Can she put enough pressure on him to see if the ice band will break? Will he make a mistake into this top lot of turns? Yellow flag flying, it will be uncharacteristic, but she's right there, mate. It'll only take a split second, and she's going to shoot past him. She looks to the outside now, Sammy. He comes across, watch him shut the door here, bang, see ya, there's not an option for you. Here we go, the checkered flag is now hoisted. Start clapping, ladies and gentlemen. Your race number 1 winner in the SST 120, and Simon Troy in the mainline Dynal on Triple 8 Racing.
Yeah, great run there, Bronny Rigby, back behind him, Pugsley in the stealth boat, they're in second place at the BRP. Third placing is going to Damo Cohen in the big red. Goes through then, further back in the field we've got Adam Breen going through there, and back behind him Lauren Griffith. But great run.
Beautiful Savvy Say, mate. We're just getting an update here from Race Control as to the afternoon's program, and it's looking pretty solid, I'm going to tell you right now. The SST 120s have just finished race number 1. Tomorrow's race, mate, it's going to be a reverse grid, so they're going to have to do the battle from the back. Bryony Rigby will get an opportunity to outfox Simon Troy. He's going to get pushed a little bit wider, so they're going to get it right out in a reverse pole race. And next up is the F2, the Optimax category, as we go through. Now, we've got a few formalities because the program for the remainder of the day, ladies and gents, will be this next F2 race. Put your hands together for Bryony as she brings the BRP race machine back home. Give her a wave. She'll be looking at the cockpit. She'll want to come home in second place. But great drive on the side. And then, Sam, straight afterwards, we've got 1 or 2 formalities. We are moving into the final of the ESC group. So one more race and then we'll have the official anthem. And straight after that, we're going to move into the final of the Griffith Cup, mate, for 2019.
Yeah, and they want all the juniors suited up and over to Grant Harrison's white truck for the national anthem. All you juniors suit up and over to Grant Harrison's GP1 truck for the national anthem. Straight away,
they will do absolutely everything to try and win this race. So conditions are just so F2 to go. National anthem, the final of the Griffith Cup is underway. Right, so a big field of boats assembling now for the Formula F2 category. And I tell you one thing I didn't expect to see was TBR 6, mate, Ewan Bricker. So the Ewan Bricker machine had that roll into turn number 1 in the qualifying session, but the boat all back together. Great news for the young gun, big crew down there. So yeah, good to see him out there. I'm not sure that's why he qualified with Matty Peck, equal with Matty Peck, but on account back the second fastest lap, Pecky in octane. Came in and ran 49.6. So sorry mate, we're just about to get the pole positions for the one and the only Griffith Cup Slam. Sammy is going to take us through those, and he's going to put the Sammy Smith Kiss of Death on to the other. Sammy's going to tell us who is going to win this race prior to starting with like a 6th sense. You want me to get into trouble, don't you? Yeah, I do, mate. I'm not doing it this time round. All right, so everybody, for the last couple of boats to go in, the Crazy Duck Racing of Peter Zala is the last boat electing to take the outside pole. This is the second ever race weekend for Pete in this boat. Never raced a second boat at Taree when I saw him up there for the first time around, and been out of racing for a little while, but unbelievable pit crew, mate. The family, Kobe, Rory and Jesse running the crew. It's a big, angry looking field. The guy out of pole number 1 is Andrew King. So King's Motorsport, mate, he's unbelievable. We hadn't seen him in this series for a little while, and he's come back and put the world on notice. The Zach Hull, Jason King's brother, builds the engines for him. They're from Tennessee, New South Wales. Just waiting for the call as we go to 2 flags. Any second now. Been racing for a long time, actually, to be honest, and Ford's just in his boat, but hasn't been in the field for a while. Raced with us for about 17 years ago. He's been up there on the golf course. Very noisy here, Sammy. So King's Motorsport just rolling through them. Sportsfield, Chris Kuznetsov is out of 2. Out of 3, Shane Martin, Hunter Valley Fire. Really good drive from him in the qualifying session. The brand new Baba from Gavin Brecker will be out of pole number 4. 5 is Matty Peck in Octane Racing. 6, Ewan Brecker TBR to the outside. Peter Zala in the Crazy Duck Racing. 2 flags. The white flag lowered slowly, so fuel pump sign ignitions are on. Bang, starter on the button. Who's running this to the gate? That's on Matty Peck. Shane Martin. Hunter Valley right now. So he's got half a boat length on Kuznetsov, but what will happen? Who will go around first? Kingy to the inside, Kuznetsov. Oh, that's tight. Very, very. Oh no, there's been a hit. Ewan Brecker has come together with, by the looks of it, who is out that. So Ewan Brecker, I told you it's a pressure cooker out there, the red flag. Oh no, we've got a spin in the top corner. We've got a boat over in the top corner as well. Who is that? I think that's Andrew King. Certainly is. So we got Kingy over in the top and big contact. Okay, big contact up there is from turn number 1. So Andrew King now is looking the wrong way over. The boat actually went into the spray, so went for a move mid-corner and picked the front of the boat up and absolutely rolled him over. So the safety crew is working on there, but that was a big hit out here, slamming Sammy. I told you these guys, this is Sheep Stations. Ewan Brecker, and it looks as though I'm just trying to pick up who that is. It's not Kuznetsov. It must have been Shane Martin and Ewan Brecker somehow came together. because Kuznetsov is here, so the other white boat, Peter Zala. Cannot see Pete Zala out there. So anyway, there's I think it's actually Shane Martin. No, it can't have been. Shane Martin would have been in that lead pack. So anyway, but there was a big impact out there. Dave Means, I'm looking at him. He's done this before, and he's been exactly in that position right now. To see his beautiful boat turned upside down, and it's not a great feeling. Righto, so as we mentioned, these boats are incredibly safe, so the drivers all have breathing apparatus. You can see the boat settling, the back of the boat settling down now, which helps lift the cockpit out there. I'm pretty sure I can make Kingy out floating in the water out the front there, but yeah, not what you want to see there, Sammy, that particularly out of this lead pack, but you and Rick are it's very impossible to tell from this angle. There was contact, how it was forced, but trying to fit 7 boats around that turn, when they're gunwale to gunwale at that kind of pace, it's gone a little bit wrong there. But
yeah, well, they're all fighting for that corner, aren't they? And holding their line, but yep, it's on in earnest right from the start. So.
Yeah, not what we want to see at all, to be perfectly frank, for this crew out there. But mate, some unbelievable those first 3 boats going through. Matty Peck is through there at turn number 2, so he made his way through with that lead pack, which was Kingy, Pecky and Kuznetsov. So really good start out of him as well. But just unfortunate for Kingy, mate. I said he got caught a little bit out there on the way through, so he's second or third boat in that crew, and mate, he's tried to obviously clean his line up, going through the mid corner there, Sam, and the boat's sitting really, really nicely, but picked up the rooster of the boat in front. And what happens is, obviously, the boat is slamming air at a certain density underneath the boat to get lift. All of a sudden, you add all that spray to it, it becomes heavier, so the boat can actually get more lift, and it's exactly what happened then. The nose of the boat just rode up, twisted the boat sideways, it tipped in and then rolled him over to the side. So the rescue crew's working pretty hard this weekend. Most of the time Charlie stays dry.
Yeah, been busy.
A little bit busy. All right, so good news out there coming through from race control. So the call is that no ambulance will be required, so that's great news. So to all of our Kingy's crew out there, the word's coming through that we're able to manage that here. So that's all good news. But yeah, very, very tough for the series leader right now. He's had an amazing taree, and now he's got a little bit of dewatering work to do. And fingers crossed the boat's not too badly beaten up, but. There's a fair bit of water displaced out there. How Matty Peck managed to avoid that boat in the middle of all that's a credit to him, because the boat was there to be hit, and he managed to, from here anyway, he went round the outside of it. So great result from Pecky. So unfortunately it was Shane Martin out there. He had a beautiful start, the Hunter Valley Bullets, and word coming through from the on-course boat, so there is damage to the back of that boat. You can see Shane out there standing up on the sponsor of that boat. So Ewan and Shane coming together, which is a bit of a tragic race one for the weekend for those guys. But the best thing about fiberglass, Sammy, it's relatively easy to fix, providing there's no major structural damage to that. So black flag is going to be shown. That's going to bring the rest of the course boats in, so that our rescue and tow crews can do what they need to do, ladies and gents. So sorry about the delay. I told you it was going to be exciting, but not the kind of excitement that we were looking for up here in the commentary box, Sam. It's A little bit tough to race number one when you bin the thing, but that's racing, I suppose.
Yeah, it certainly is. Generally, you know, have your ups and downs in boat racing, and yeah, a few today, but anyway, everyone is okay, so that's a good news. So the big boys for the EZ Griffith Cup will have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, they certainly will, so we won't be too far away. We won't know about a restart on that one. We'll have to wait and see whether the race gets restarted or whether that race will be held over. So not enough laps. Yeah, well, not a lap completed, so there's no points available to anyone in that race at this stage. If they were to declare it, it would be declared a non-event. Yeah, so Gavin Brecker, the brand new Baba, is just brings it in. It just looks dangerous, doesn't it, Sam?
Oh,
looks like it wants to eat you.
mate.
Absolutely looks like it wants to eat you, just sitting there. Completely different attitude, the way that boat travels through the water, and something to see in a rough chop. They just eat it alive. It's unbelievable. So Matty Peck in Octane Racing, he'll need to go to the dry cleaners tonight and get that race suit checked out. Wouldn't have wanted to see that boat sitting sideways as he came around that turn at all.
Well, maybe we could give the pole positions, mate, for the EC Griffith Cup final.
Well, what good idea, Sam. Do you have them, mate? You're a man in the know.
Certainly have
You're
them.
a man in the know, right, ladies and gents?
Okay, folks, as we said, the over time will qualify positions for the final of the 2019 EC Griffith Cup. So it's race time overall over 4 laps. Pole position number 1, folks, has gone to the current holder, GP1, Grant and Keith Harrison.
Arrow out of pole, mate.
Pole number 1.
He's the fastest boat out there, so he's earned the right. Does have the option of saying going wide, but he said thank you very much. Run that inside line.
He'll take it, I'd say, yep. Pole position number 2. From Sydney, New South Wales, GP60, Miss Tina Breeze, Wayne Smith.
Wayne Smith out of 2, mate. So it's GP 1 and 2.
Coming out of 3, the 6-litre hydroplane, Desperado, Liam Holland.
Oh, mate, Liam Holland, I saw him after his race. I said, what are you doing playing with the big boys? He said, I was just getting up in their minds, Murphy. He's going to save it all for the finals.
Coming out of 4. Turn it up, 6-litre, Connor Patterson.
Mate, Connor Patterson, he's our first hit out in the EC Griffith Cup and he's qualified for the finals.
Coming out of 5, the Thunder from Down Under, Aussie Connection, Mark Healy.
Mate, he's out of 5 and I think this is a 6.
Guess who's outside him?
I've got no idea, Sammy.
Oh, mate, I reckon he's praying to the powers up above. Rooters, Mark Evan Rooter.
Oh, the big
coming out of 6.
Running out of 6 to the outside of Aussie Connection.
Oh my goodness.
We'll need to beat
so
him
here
down
we
the
go,
straight,
folks.
mate.
GP 1 out of 1, GP 60 out of 2, Desperado 3, Turn It Up 6-litre 4, Aussie Connection 5, Rudis 6.
Mark the man, Evan Rooter. So, mate, Evan Rooter, I think is how you're supposed to pronounce it, but not in the commentary box. So,
place your bets.
Place your bets. We're going to give it the Sammy Slam and Sammy Smith kiss of death. What are you saying? What are you calling it for right now? Gee, I tell you what, the emotional money's looking at me saying, geez, can Liam Holland get up there in Desperado? Oh, I think I wouldn't be the only one crying on the bank down here. Mate, I don't mind backing a roughie, but I've got to tell you, it's going to be very hard to put some money down on anyone but Grant Harrison in GP1.
Well, I reckon he'd be a week's price.
Yeah, I'll give you 80 cents to dollar that he's going to get there. But mate, Tina Breeze is fast. There's no, and see, you saw it out there. It only takes one little thing to change a boat race, and but
one hiccup.
They'll be out there. GP1, mate. They have a habit of not letting things go wrong the way they go through things. But hey, here he is. He's sitting up. He's waving the crowd. Give him a round of applause. It's the big Andrew King out of the King Motorsport entry. Not the way you want to see any powerboat racer come home, mate. But he was giving it 110%. And he's as every other boat racer, he's out there looking backward to make sure that they've got his boat in tow. So tough gig, Kingy, but mate, you're always exciting to watch, and he'll no doubt be working out how fast he can get that thing to water and see if he can get back in here for this race. Shane Martin out there under tow as well, so sitting at the top of the boat, now damage to the back corner, and he might have been standing on that sponsor just to keep the other side, so it would have been hit on the right-hand side, so the opposite side to us. So he might have held the boat, so just to try and keep the water out of it, that would have made sense for him to be standing on the boat. But yeah, Ewan Bricker, the boat is back in, so he hasn't sustained any significant damage at this point in time. So don't forget, we've got a little bit more racing to go. The final of the EC Griffith Cup, and time permitting, we will then move into the J2, J3 finals for the day. So the third race of the day. So this is the last of the handicap racing, and the handicaps get very, very tight by the time this race comes around. And we will, of course, have the Australian national anthem to honour the running of the EC Griffith Cup, the Australasian Unlimited Inboard Championship. So if you enjoy yourself, we'll take a quick break for a minute while we get this sorted, and then we're going to come back.
Why not?
With the big one.
No, we have plenty.
There's 6 bucks. I think I'm going to look at Rick's back. You come through here probably better than when you're on.
I know protocol that was about the same thing as us doing those. I respect that as well.
Joe?
So, ladies and gentlemen, obviously we've got Shane Martin coming back in there in the Hudson Valley Fire. Give them a round of applause for these guys. They've both had their babies broken and hurt out there. So a very, very tough day in the office. Mates know that they're all okay. But to give you a Shane, mate, hearts go out to you boys. It's a pretty tough sport when you're out there and you come home and your boat's in bits. So fingers crossed we can see those guys out there later on this weekend. So we're just waiting for an update from the tower. We've got the crew, we've got the boats over there waiting to actually reform for a restart. So we're just waiting to see what the word will be. Now, Ewan Bricker has also brought the TBR number 6 boat back in. Highly likely, because he was involved in heavy contact, that they will not let him rerun without an inspection. So he may be an exclusion from this heat. So we'll bring you as much information as we have. Put that on the playlist.
Just lucky, I guess.
Mark Healy over there, standing astride the beautiful Aussie connection. He actually looks like he's about to be shot out of a cannon. Just over there with the open face helmet, circa 1968. He's a bit of an old stager. Those driving Aussie connections a little bit like being shot out of a cannon, to be honest. All right, so just waiting for an update on race control. How are you, Mark? You look $1 million in the outfit, mate. Are you confident? My money's on you, big fella. What are you doing behind GP1 over there right now with that spanner? Should anyone be worried about that? Good luck out there, mate. Great to see you here. He's brought, that's a piece of Australian boating history, and he drives it like he stole it every time he hits the water. Matty Peck now returns to the pit area. I'm totally confused. So we'll wait and get an update from race control to see where we're at. We're going to pick up what's happened out there, but Matty Peck has now brought the boat back in, so obviously, yeah. Okay, so Matty Peck, I thought he managed to avoid the incident. Oh, okay, so the boat's okay, but yeah, right. No, so Matty Peck's withdrawn from that race. So fair bit going on here with the tower, ladies and gents, as you can appreciate. It's unusual for us to have one incident, but to have two of the same race. There's a fair bit happening out there. So I have been advised by the tower, ladies and gents, that the next event on the water will be the EC Griffith Cup final. Very, very shortly, we're just assembling our drivers, our juniors. We will play properly this time, the Australian national anthem. And then the drivers will jump into the big steeds and the EC Griffith Cup will run. Rolf Stanisic, could you please head over to a point where you can get the photo that Gilligan requires, please? So Rolf, or the top photography, could you please head over to the commentary box here to take a photo of you from here over to there? Where are you, Rolf?
It's on his way.
All right, so we're going to get Gilly. We'll get. Off you go down on the pontoon just near to your right, mate, and you get a shot from down where you are. Stop running, big fella. You stay down there, get a photo of the crew from over there, I think is the plan. Wayne Smith, apparently we need you up here as well, please. So, where are you, Wayne? Oh, okay. Tell Gilligan you're there, please, mate. He can't see you.
Ready? No one's ready. What? Okay, we'll do it again.
1, 2, 3, smile!
Rightio.
You just get one off here.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, apologies for that slight delay, but it is one of the things we needed to do. But if I could now please ask you to take off your hats and stand as we play the Australian National Anthem to open the official EC Griffith Cup for 2019. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Drivers, to your boats. We're about to get this show on the road. If you're not in a good spot to see what's about to happen, I suggest you do. To all of our junior drivers, thank you very much. So the EC Griffith Cup is the absolute pinnacle of powerboat racing in the southeast, this corner of the world, I should say. The Unlimited Australasian inboard trophy has been run 106 times. It's the second oldest motorsport trophy in the world that has been run consistently for the last 106 years. And these drivers that are out there now have worked towards this for many years. Some of them have had the highs. Everyone's had the lows. And this next race will again ride it for the 106th time, I think, Sammy, into the book.
Yeah, 106 running of the EC Griffith Cup. We've lost a few, but over the years, with bad weather and so forth. But this is the 106th running of the Cup, and it's great to have Meredy Sparks, the granddaughter of EC Griffith, of course, here with Darren. They're here this weekend again, and we hope that it's going to be an absolute blinder. And of course, the people all around the world, Murph, that are on, of course, live streaming. And I've got my great mates over there in Canada and America. We've got Huey Newport, of course, is the owner of Steeler. We've got Big Mike Kemplin, who's turned 65. And Mike, if you're on us today, and the Griffith Cup about to come up, well done, 65 years, great. Little Mike Andres, who does the motors, Terry, and also Bertie Henderson, who drives Steeler, all those people. TJ is over there, I know he'll be looking at as well. And the two Canadian guys that really look after us when we go over to Valleyfield in Mark Perrier and Francois Lepage. Hope you're going to enjoy this EC Griffith Cup. And also the New Zealanders down there, they'll be obviously looking at the live streaming. I hope they enjoy it as well. So to all of you, everywhere, Chris Palmer down in Tassie, I reckon he'd be also keenly watching it as well. Hope you wish he was here.
Yeah, absolutely right. It's a shame the outlaw boat. There's a couple of guys, including Rob Passal, have actually brought the boat up in for testing and hurt the boat yesterday, so he wasn't able to compete. But this is the one. I said if you're racing an inboard boat, this is the one that you want to win. Brad Harrison, the 7th time, he's won this event 7 times, which is it's an unbelievable thing to be able to beat the best that there is, not once or twice, but to actually have done that 7 times. So an absolute credit to the team of GP1, Kirk Harrison, the boat owner, and all the crew for the amount of effort and work they put in to their state-of-the-art machine. But mate, it is anyone's race. We've seen something as simple as a blower belt.
Yep.
Take one of the
Maggie.
top teams out.
Yeah, Magneto's, yeah, poor old Peter Knight Senior here at Yarrawonga in 1997. Maggie went on it, and of course, history shows that Liberty Brian McCosker won it in the little small block, 18-foot-6 Charles Play.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, isn't it? And that's one of the things we've got to see today, mate. We've got a real mix of boats out there. Unfortunately, the blown displacements, there wasn't enough of them here to actually get through, and the ones that was here just didn't work out. But the fact that we've got hydroplanes, we've got GP hydroplanes, we've got hydroplanes, we've got 6-litre boats out there. It's going to be a very, very interesting race. But the pressure is on Grant Harrison, no doubt. He's qualified fastest. He's running out of pole 1. He's won this a lot of time. There is almost an expectation that Harrow's going to take this trophy home from, not people that don't mean him any ill will, but people just expect that Harrow's going to come and win it. And that's one of those things, expectations, very, very difficult thing to manage, and he manages it very, very well.
Oh, well, the presentation, you have a look at the boat as soon as it come in Friday with Keith. The boat come in and everyone just, because it was just absolutely, the presentation of it was immaculate, and that's what they do. They spend a lot of time, yes they do spend a lot of money, but they spend a lot of time on precision things, going over and over and over the boat. How many times they, go into the workshop or where the boat is housed, so it's a credit to them, and they've had some luck, as Grant said today. Yes, we've had some luck, we've had some bad luck. They've lost a blower belt, they've lost a prop shaft with the prop, so those things happen, and this is what we're talking about. 4 laps you've got to go, so,
That's absolutely right. So, putting that aside, we'll say, okay, Harrow out of pole 1 is going to be very tough to beat, but it's right up the race just behind him as well. Just take a breathe. That boat, GP60, is more than capable of winning this race, so it's going to take, we saw some tragedies before that last race where we're both going together, but just getting the right boat positioning and sort of potentially block Harrow into how he wants to run through a corner. That's all it's going to take to really change things. Get the boat in front, get across, upset the water, and it becomes a completely different race in a heartbeat now.
Yeah, well, you were talking about GP60 when they first got the boat, and they've had it probably 4 seasons probably. They had a lot of trouble with motors. They, I think, didn't finish 1 lap on at least 2 occasions. That they blew motors, and now they're just starting to really get the reliability, and and Wayne's obviously getting the confidence to drive the boat as well, and it's really starting to pay dividends over the last probably season and a half. It's come to the fore. Whether he can hang on to Harrow and put pressure on him remains to be seen, but he's out there, he's in pole 2, big chance.
Absolutely right. One of the things he's going to have to watch out for is that young upstart Liam Holland in Holly Brothers Racing in Desperado, mate. The 6-litre lighter boat, obviously more nimble, and in the acceleration of the flag drop, it actually put the number on both of those boats.
Who's game enough to say that he can't win?
No, not me. Not this little man.
It is a little tearaway.
I'll tell you what, if he gets up in front of the same thing, if he gets to turn 1 once and sets the turn, so if he comes into pole 3 and sets a nice tight pole 3, mate, it potentially does, block the run of the guy to his inside as well. So, to be, being in front, pole position is a big deal. So, don't be surprised.
He can turn full ball.
Yeah,
full noise.
Yeah, go in and
doesn't have to button the rock.
Throw the 6-litre hydrate around the corner, but and then of course Connor Patterson. Mate, there's a saying I'm not allowed to use right now, but I said that to him when I saw him. But to even roll up to this event and think you're going to make the final there, so Griffith Cup first hit out, is, it's arrogant to beyond all excuses. Well, he's not that kind of kid. He didn't expect to be, but he's here on his absolute own merit.
Scotty Patterson's Richmond are having a bit of a torrid run at the moment. maybe Connor Patterson can turn that right around, eh?
He's with the family, the hopes of the Patterson family rest on the big shoulders of the young man. So I saw him before, I thought he must have fainted. He was too worked up. No, he's just having a little snooze when we had that hold.
Mark Healy was doing that too underneath the big boat.
Well, at Mark Healy's age, you've got to do something to make sure you don't fall asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
He's standing over there now. He's been lowered into the Aussie Connection machine. I can see Desperado going in now. Harrow in GP1 is on board. He's looking pretty relaxed. He's got the crew there. And conditions, mate, couldn't want for better. It was a little bit bumpy.
Have a look at that water.
Yeah, it's just insane. They are going to be absolutely flat out. Mark Ebenruder in the Reuters machine was blocked terribly. I'm sorry, I won't say blocked, but he did not get to the starting sequence in his heat, but managed to put down a lap time that got him here. If he gets a clean run on the outside, that boat has ridiculous acceleration as well. He's going to be right up there. As to what happens during the race with the big holes developing from the big hydroplanes, anyone's guess.
I've seen, races called off at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock here, and I said at 5 o'clock, this water will be absolutely perfect. 25 past 5?
Yeah, that's spot on.
There's nothing wrong with that out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Daytona start boat sits out there and waits for the all clear from the tower. So Mark Healy is in. I can say that's the best I've ever seen as a connection start up in a little while. The start sequence on a Rolls-Royce 12-cylinder Merlin is not an easy thing to get a handle on. So you've got to have everything spot on, and the boat just coughed and went from straight away from the boat ramp. So great to see. All right, the crane lifts off, so the slings will be off Desperado now. Steve has got an accurate. You haven't actually had a chance to catch up with him to see what happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did,
no,
so
never heard any feedback there.
yeah, it's a shame because he would have been box seated to get himself into this final, and 9 times out of 10, Steve's going to finish every race that he starts. Geez, the hush has just settled over the crowd.
Oh, listen to it, eh?
There's not too much banter going on now. It's all starting to get a tiny bit serious.
Yeah. The ifs, buts and the maybes. What would the drivers be going through their head right now at this very moment? Murph, what would they be thinking of? I hope the bloody thing starts.
Yeah, exactly right.
That'd be the first thing.
I was getting all deep and meaningful, and then he brought me back to reality. Yeah, hope it starts. That's to get that one away, and then you can start thinking about what's going to happen in the race.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the start boat is just fired up. No flag.
You've got these spectator feet sitting out there to the right hand side. They're going, this looks like a good spot to watch a boat race. I wonder if they'll panic a little bit the first time they see him come down the front chute. You're going, how far are they actually going?
Yep.
Got some great racing happening in Victoria. Painesville a couple of weekends ago, and obviously then we've got this again. In a few short weeks is the first round of the Australian Offshore Powerboat Championship. So the big boys are coming to play, the Maritimos, the whole box and dice down there at Wyndham Harbour in Port Phillip Bay. So if you've come up from Melbourne, that's going to be a monster event. So,
and Easter, of course, Atari Aquatic Club run their big Easter booty.
Yeah, one of the biggest event in the country, just about. The Taree run, so up there on the beautiful Manning River.
Yeah, so there's plenty happening. Okay, there's the word, Murph.
The GP Hydro Pit has radioed through. We are ready to go. Start boat is ready to go. Johnny Duvall, the officer of the day, alongside him will be flanked by the Australian referees to ensure that this trophy is the rules of the association are upheld. This is a big one, ladies and gents. The EC Griffith Cup.
There's the white flag up, Murph. Start going, guys.
The drone lifts off that white flag. Looks like it's seen a bit of battle. It looks like a battle flag, and this will be a battle. Connection.
Oh, he's going to be shot. No, he's making sure he's going to be the first one away.
Oh, there's the flames on the belch. On the Merlin. Now that's how you expect the Merlin to start every time.
Yeah.
So a little bit of belching flames while he just winds her over a couple of times, get a bit more juice in there, and then cough, bang, pop, and the Merlin will fire.
Come on, Hill.
Here we go. as he was last time, so he needs to
Camaro
line
goes
up.
up into one, mate. Alongside Jupiter 60, Tina B's.
Third pole will be Desperado. Fourth is Connor Patterson in MSC Signs. Turn it up. Out of fifth place, I think he's Aussie Connections, and sixth to the outside is Mark Evanruder in the Rougers displacement. The start boat wheels around the crew from the VSBC. Have a look at the rooster tails already, mate. Gee, there's going to be a spread wide field. Oh, he's got to give these guys at the back a bit of time. There we go.
Right back. Again.
Hold some flag drops. Here we go. Look at the turn up. Fantastic run from Harrow. He's got a commanding lead. HBR, Miss Tina Breeze has got a problem. She is slowing. Can he bring it back into line? No, Connor Patterson, he's just about gone up the wrong side. That's balked his run to the outside now. Aussie Connection takes advantage, so Connor's getting swamped now. Mark Evanruder gets around. Tina Breeze is out, Sammy.
Yep, he's coming out.
Mate, Liam Holland Desperado, the kid from the VSBC. He said he's going to give it absolutely everything right now. He is hunting down a Grand Prix of hydroplane. Conditions are perfect for this light and fast boat. But up behind him, mate, Aussie Connection and the battle of the displays. Oh, Mark Evanruder took a massive hit back then. He's pushing up on the inside now of Connor Patterson. Have a look at this for a move. Says Connor's seen him coming. Oh, it's going to be over the top two. Fingers crossed. They've seen each other. Wooders goes through. Connor goes through. Safe and sound. I'm going to tell you, Liam Holland will be sitting there going, cough, please, just one time. And I'm going to tell you, Harrow, I don't know, is he nursing something there, Sammy? He should be driving away with this, but he's absolutely not. Somehow, Desperado is hanging on to the big rig. Has he got a drama? And Aussie Connections closes that. Look at this, Ollie's going to have to think about changing poles here now. He's up into the wash of Harrow. He's got a missed on the screen, Sammy. We don't know, or we'll never know. But to the outside, it's Holly and Desperado start tearing. Here comes GP1. This is it, ladies and gents. The EC Griffith Cup for 2009. GP looking at Grant Harrison, Brad Holland and Desperado in the second. Connor Patterson has pulled to the outside, of course, with a drama. And Mark Evanruder, have a look at how hard he's doing it in this boat out here in the Reuters machine. It has been an absolute war for the big fella. Unbelievable. Would never take away from the man in front.
On that run, mate, the Hollands will have a big party tonight.
Oh, you can guarantee that one. Someone would never take away the outright win. But I got to tell you, the try from Liam Holland, I said we won't know what was going on there with GP1. Ladies and gents, stand up, take your hats off and wave your hands, because this is a very, very big event. And there's been some unbelievable racing. I've never seen Desperado push that hard in all my career of watching that bike drive. Unbelievable.
And I believe, Murph, that boat is for sale.
I'm going to buy it
For
now.
70 grand, I think.
Give him a wave, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Unbelievable run from of the 6-litre displacement. The turn it up machine. Unbelievable from that young gun. Well done so far. There is one happy man here, guys. There is one happy man in that Grand Prix hydroplane right now. Put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Grant Harrison, the Harrison Racing Team, GP1, your 2009 team.
Win number 8, Grant Harrison, Keith Harrison, and Martin Toyota, right over by the cutter. Win over here, I want to talk to you. What a run. Oh yeah, they're good. There's no two ways about them. As I said, they're professional in the way they go about the job. And they've had their ups and downs. They've had blower belt come off. They've had a twat come off. And I was talking to Grant before interviewing him. And he said, well, we've still got to finish. We've still got to get there.
Don't worry, Harrow, we've got a jet ski coming to pick you up, mate. Actually, what we want to do is we'll put Sammy on the jet ski and get him out there for the interview. What do you reckon? I reckon that's a great idea. Sammy, you head down to the dock over there and I'll get the jet ski to come and pick you up and you can go and give Harrow the big interview down there on the boat. This will be funny.
You'll probably get over to me about 7 o'clock, mate. It's beer time. What are you doing?
Big Mark Healy out there on Aussie Connection, mate. Big wave to you, big fella. He's sitting atop his pride and joy. Unbelievable, mate. Third in the EC Griffith Cup. Incredible run from the big man. But, mate, floating adrift out here in the lagoon. He's been rescued by a jet ski of all things. That's not as cool as the boat he's sitting on. Here's Mr. Grant Harrison. As soon as we can, we'll get a microphone in his hand and get a download from the big guy.
Bring Grant across over here. God, what are they doing here, Harrow? Jesus. Hey, after a good run like that, after giving the crowd what they wanted, to see the best boat going around the country, but mate, win number 8. How's it feel?
Yeah, it's sort of super unreal at the moment. Yeah, it's 8 times when I keep growing up in this sport. Out here at Yarrawonga, watching Les Beers, Peter Smith, a lot of the old legends there, Miss Bud Bayswater, which is running around today. And some of those guys have won quite a few trophies, and to have the name of 8 and the GP1 boys as well, it's pretty unbelievable, guys. Pretty unbelievable.
Dad done it. Dad, he had 1 or 2. You've got 8, 10 in the family sale, 9 or 10. You know, that's a great effort. A great effort.
Yeah, look, I've had 8 as a driver, I suppose, or pilot, and Keith did 1 as an owner driver. So within Dad and I, yeah, that gives us 9. So I've got 8. He's got 1 himself. Gives us 9, if you like. And yeah, look, good little venue here, Sammy, and I've been lucky enough to go around the world and see some pretty big boat race events. And, you know, we like to think we're a pretty fast boat, so what you guys saw out there was as quick as they are out there, and to all the competitors out there that give us a run, I'm sincerely appreciative of you guys having a crack. And Liam Holland there, I was looking at him in the right-hand mirror, and he wasn't going away, and I'm thinking, engine, don't stop now, don't stop now. And credit to Liam, a little 6-litre, he's only, you know, a couple hundred yards behind a Grand Prix boat. Pretty good drive.
Yeah, well, he give you a bit of hurry curry on the Manning River a couple of seasons ago, mate, with that boat. But look, you and I were lucky enough at Valleyfield, Canada, last year, July, get up and have a spook in the box. They run 468 and 871s. Would you like to go over there and give them a little bit of hurry curry? Because Jack Lupton was over there.
Oh yeah, look, that'd be a dream of ours, of course, but you know, they're very competitive. Our 510 would beat theirs, no question. But there we go, we just scratched the boat, that's good. But yeah, they run to a strict set of rules, and they're unbelievable. And you know, maybe one day Australia can try and emulate something like that. If not, we enjoy watching on television and going over there and having a spectate for a couple of profits, Sammy.
Yeah, we certainly do. Friday, Keith in and get it, but you didn't want to go out there. I heard you had just some little teething problems. Is that right?
Yesterday, this morning. Yeah, we did a starter motor yesterday, so we had to change that. And what you guys don't know is we just ran a different propeller then. It's a smaller propeller, not as fast, a bit more acceleration. We cranked it in that heat. So again, had we not checked that propeller, we could have gone halfway through that heat then, blown a blade off and stopped, and not be standing here talking to you now.
Keith and Mum would be extremely happy, but the team as a whole, mate, you've got a great team behind you.
Yeah, we're not a big team. Dad leads a team. He's the patriarch if you want. You know, he started racing back in the mid-late 60s and just a 6-cylinder Holden back then, making it 50 mile an hour. But he's been there a whole way. My family, cousin Tara, Paul Morrow, you know, Scotty Lambert there. Again, with Father Keith, it's just a sensational effort. Paul Cunningham, ex-world champion, ex-Griffith Cup holder, he's on the crew now. So we've got a crew of maybe 5 guys, that's all there is. But each one of us know what we're doing.
We certainly do, mate, and to credit to what is it for the GP1 team now? You've got a birthday coming up, but it's a pretty good birthday. You know, what's the thought?
Yeah, the 40th birthday. Sammy, and I've got to say too to Jeff Sheldrake, he's been there at the start of my career from when I was an 18-year-old, put together little 6-cylinder Holden with fuel adding heads, then we supercharged or turbocharged them. So to Jeff, who doesn't come to the races these days, but he's certainly part of the thing. He's the one that screws this motor together, he bolts together. Dad designs the engine, puts the engine together. So without those guys, I'm just a lucky bloke standing here. As I said, cousin Tara's standing up there now, he's just a legend. The next thing, Sammy, Taree. So we might let the thing hang out a bit today. We're being a little bit conservative because you've got to win. You know, first to win, you've got to finish. But I'm really looking for Taree in a couple of weeks' time. If this thing checks out pretty well, which hopefully will. Yeah, we've got some racing for, I think, the Hazelwood Australian Championship, the Eastway Shield of New South Wales Championship. So we've got a couple of championships at Taree to go for yet. So we can't party too hard.
Well, Tara did say it's going to be a quiet night tonight. Is that true?
Not for him, it won't be. For me, it will be, because I think we're going to come back now and try and back this up with a Yarrawonga Gold Cup. It's one thing our team hasn't won with the Yarrawonga Gold Cup. I think years ago in Spelburn, I won the old Yarrawonga Cup, and that place got lost. But this new one, we haven't our name on it yet, so we're going to be trying to do that tomorrow.
All right, mate. Well done, Brent Harrison, GP1. Give him a round of applause, folks. Lee, you want to say something to him? How about talk? Okay. Well done, Harrow. Well done to the team. And the 2019 Cup goes again to Keith and Grant Harrison, Melton Toyota, GP1.
Guess what, ladies and gents, we're back on here. What a great result from the big arrow. Liam Holland, mate, you wait till I see you later on. What were you doing up there playing with the big boys? Congratulations to the Holly Racing team and all the crew of the VSBC for mate, that was an unbelievable drive. Second in the EC Griffith Cup for 16 hydroplane, unbelievable. And to all the competitors, to Mark, Isaac, Rexon, unbelievable run. Commiserations, Tina Breeze. Heartbreaking to see you boys shut down there, but we've got a couple more races to get underway. We're going to get out there and finish off our junior handicap races. So the first will be our J2s, the 10 to 12-year-olds running the big 9.9 horsepower outboards, and our last races of the day will be the J3 15 horsepower category. So we're working to a pretty tight timeline here, ladies and gents, because we do have a on-water permit that says we have to be off the water. So we're going to get the racing done that we can. It's Big Johnny D. The officer of the day, he's just officiated at the biggest powerboat race in the world, let's call it. He's done a great job, Johnny. Now it's time to get a bit more serious because the juniors have been released. Here we go. Oh, mate, it's all happening up here in the tower. We've got we just realigned the clock to get it off the zero. This race time to the 10th of a second. All right, so the last of our votes make it through. So we've got handicap racing this time around. The handicaps will be much tighter than they were last time. Right, so the white flag is about to go. The white flag is up. The clock has started. And we are rolling. So out the back, the little black machine. Here's Little Villain. Yeah, Little Villain, Luca Walls. So he's got to get up here on zero. 30 seconds is gone. Where are we at to? Can't see the clock. He's coming on pretty fast. 30 seconds. He might need to slow down a bit. He's going to be a little bit early. 30 seconds. They've all gone very early. We've still got 30 seconds to start. So they are away, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, when one goes, I'll tell you what. So, yeah, TNT has gone. No, that's Matty Garrell, I think. We are now at 10 seconds, so we're looking much better. So what we should see is Tyler Scott at 25 seconds, 15 seconds down. So Tyler Scott doing a good job. 20 seconds, Tyler. You can probably get on the go now. 25, 26, 29, 29 is the call. They should be approaching. We've just gone 30 seconds, so they should be racing. Well, because they went a minute early. All right, so here we go to the outside. So again, that's Adam Frankham goes through. It's all about Max, the blue and the yellow out the back. They're they're quite late, those guys, so this is going to be a chaos. It's all about Max, he's through. Okay, so it's pandemonium. We had half the field leave 30 seconds too early and the other half of the field came about 30 seconds late. That's why we saw the crossover into lap one. It doesn't matter. They're having the time of their lives. They're going at 1,000,000 miles an hour and there is not $1 million check. So let's watch these races in action right now. Coming around the top corner, I'm guessing this is Maddie Yarrell, the lipstick. She's very nice through that corner. Beautiful done, young lady. Right up behind her. She's trying to pick out who that is. That is TNT, Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith going through, TNT. Next both through is Adam Frankham, Quiver Jr. Doing it beautifully. Here comes the local hero. It's Cheddar Norris, times are tough. This is Aquasonic, Tyler Scott coming through now. And it's all about Max. Maxie Cook goes through, so the sister and brother combination, the two-boat team down here from right up there in New South Wales. Luca Wallace comes through now. Luca Walls, I should say, comes through now. Mum, sorry about that. Doing a great job. The yellow flag will go up this time around for Luca, I reckon. We'll wait and see. Yeah, Luca was the first boat through. So, chaos rating supreme. Right, Matty Yarrell is going to come through and pick up the yellow flag, I think it'll be. So Matty Yarrell, lipstick assassin coming through now. Just behind her, this is TNT, Cooper Smith in his new boat. Adam Frankham, Quiver Jr. is coming along nicely. So these beautiful little wing boats doing a great job. This is Jetta Norris, times are tough. The orange boat out there. Yellow flag through for him. Aquasonic, Tyler Scott, and it's all about Max now. Cookie's moving to the inside to try and get that inside run. The checkered flag is going to get shown this time around. So the checkered flag will be shown this time around, but unfortunately for the man in front, he did break the start considerably. The tower will have to work overtime to sort this one out. Matty Yarrell slowed up. Don't stop, love. We need everybody to get across the line. So here we go. Matty Yarrell comes through. You race till you see the black. That's the rules. There she goes. Bring her home, the lipstick assassin. Second place, Quiver Jr. We're in the third spot. It is TNT with Cooper Smith. Oh, it's chaos. Here comes Times Are Tough with Jetta Norrish. Aquasonic, Tyler Scott driving. Oh, Maxie Cook with a nice move to the inside. Will it be enough to get him there? Bad luck for that young fella. So we'll have to go to the officials on that one because I'm not 100% sure how we'll work that. But the first half of the field had broken by at least 30 to 40 seconds. And the second half were a little bit late. So there will be some unfortunate one-lap penalties given in that one. But it's all about the racing. Black flag, so Adam Frankham in the Quiver Junior brings it home. Okay, so the chaos of the first race is done and dusted. Race number 1 for the heats. Race 2 handicap this is. So J3's pole 1 of 0. Purgatory, Jamie Yarrell, the big green machine. Out of 5 seconds is Baxter Ramsey. Ramsey racing out of 4 seconds. All right, so we've got the control tower is back under control. The girls are doing a wonderful job up here. We've got 3 juniors helping us out here this weekend. Fantastic. Good to say them. Right, off 0, Jamie Yarrell in Purgatory, off 5 seconds. Ramsey racing, Baxter Ramsey, off 4 seconds. Jacko Seacombe in Art Marie Jr. Had a race win earlier today. Hutto Ellis in with a chance, is running out of 9 seconds. Luke Bonici running from 13 seconds in Intruder. Hunter Watson just 1 second back in 14. To Be Addicted. Blake Frankham a little twisted off 18. Alongside him, Hell Yeah, the second of the Benici brothers is Carl Benici off 18, and Shelby Sonta just 27 seconds from that lead boat and only 10 seconds behind the crew in front. So his third race of the day. Very, very tight on the handicap. We've got to tell you, the next race we're going to see, there's only 10 seconds across the whole field. Get ready to push some buttons up here, people. Purgatory is the green decked boat. Not sure if she's even made the grade with Purgatory. So Purgatory, once again, the poor kid, Jamie Yarrell, has been a withdrawal. So at 0, we've got no one. Start the timing. 5 seconds. Okay, so we're looking for our first boat. Should be off 0 with Jamie Yarrell, but she's not in. So our first boat will be Armarine Junior, Jacko Seckham off 4. He's actually on the money here. We're counting down now. We've got 15 seconds to go. Don't wave at him, Tim. He's doing better than you will. 10 seconds to go. He's got to wait till 4 seconds before he crosses the line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The flag will drop now. The flag drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is he early? I don't know. I wasn't looking. So, Baxter Ramsey in with a chance on the inside, on the outside. Who's that? The black boat. So that is a little twisted. Blake Frankham. There goes To Be Addicted, the pink machine. Here comes Hell Yeah. Hell Yeah's on the way through. And Shelby Sonta now, she's supposed to be off 20 seconds. Absolutely nails it, Shelby Sonta. 20 seconds. All right, so here we go, up into the back straight. Now this field will close up already. Shelby Sonta has reins up to the outside of Hell Yeah, Carl Benici. So sorry, I think that's the other, that is Intruder. So Luke Benici, Shelby has picked off one. Around out in front, it's his to lose right now. Jacob Seacombe, Marine Junior goes through. Nicely driven, son. Here comes the All Black Racing Machine. In with a chance now. Hutto Ellis gets through nicely. They're starting to close up. This is To Be Addicted. So a little twisted right at the front. There we go. Sonta with an inside move. She picks off number 2. 1 lap down. She's taken 2 boats. But Benici's fighting back on the outside. The Intruder now getting left a little bit behind in that dirty water. The race is coming fast. The kid, Blake Frankham, a little twisted. The black boat. Do not look over your shoulder, Jackson Seacombe, because he is out to get you. The yellow flag will get shown this time around, I'm pretty sure. So the closing speed, have a look at the boat out in front. The black boat is just mauling him in right now. Will he hold it out? Jacko Seacombe, he's got to watch this corner. Yellow flag this time round. Hudson Ellis in with a chance, up into third. Frankham goes to the inside in a power move. Jacko looks over, where did he come from? Frankham takes the lead. In with a chance now to the outside, on the inside with a little run is Hunter Watson. But don't look to your left, mate, because Shelby Sonta now moves up. Okay, the Benici boys getting beaten up out the back. There goes Carl, and there is Luke. So the checkered flag will be next. It's going to be the kid from New South Wales. Did he land the clock? Was he early? Only time, and the judges will tell. Blake Frankham now leading the field. Right behind him, though, Marine Jackson Seacombe doing a beautiful job. Look at the battle pack for me. Sonta's found her way up to the inside. Hunter Watson has found her way up to the outside. Sonta's going for a run up the middle. It's chance versus chance. Sonta with a big moment. Hutto to her outside, and look to your out, mate. Hunter Watson is coming. The checkered flag for a little twisted. Can Jacob Seacombe keep it together? Here comes Sonta to the inside. She's having a dive out the middle. Seacombe to the outside. Armarine gets it through. Sonta with third. In with a chance. To Be Addicted now. Here comes Hell Yeah, and Luke Benici. Give the handicapper a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That was an unbelievable finish. Shelby Sonda, I think, getting 4 boats in that race. I got to tell you, I'm a little bit concerned. Will young Blake Frankman, a little twisted, he was off 18 seconds. Will he have gone early? I do not know, but time will tell. Mate, that's what you love about handicap racing. You don't need the fastest boat. Alright, so yes, there's a couple of kids that'll be disappointed. They did go a little bit early, and they were kids at the front of the field, so that's going to mix things up. We've got one more race to go, ladies and gentlemen. The J15s, sorry, the J3s, J15, these guys are already fast enough. 15 horsepower outboards, 50 plus miles per hour out there, these little screaming demons. But Shelby Sonta, what a drive. Started out last in that one and overhauled 5 boats, I think 4 boats. And we've got it on relatively good authority. There's going to be a couple of penalties to the guys up in front for breaking the start.
But you only have a knowledge of that.
All right, so we've had some pretty tough handicapping in our days, but this one is an absolute belter. We've got 9 boats in the field, and the biggest handicap is 10 seconds. So right about right now, the boat that should hit the clock at absolute 0 is Taylor Jackson in Race Marine with 1 second behind. It's Aidan Shan in Winging It. Off 2 seconds, Tyler Gilligan in Epic. 4 seconds is Tate Williamson in Maverick. Michaela Cook, It's All About Me, off 5 seconds. Monopoly, Kelsey Debster, off 7. Crack-a-lack and Cooper Bronstein, the kid from South Australia, off 8. Machete Oscar Stevenson, the man with a mullet, off 9. And Carla Foodie, the dancing superstar, off a big fat 10 seconds. So here we go. I hope they're ready to hit those buttons in the tower. Okay, so it's going to be, now what this is going to mean, ladies and gents, is you've got to nail the clock starts. So the kids, we've had a couple of dramas with the clock out there, a couple of earlies, a couple of very, very lates, a couple of very, very earlies. But here we go, just go real quick into the lead. No, we're not, just go, here we go. Not too far away, we're right at the end. A couple of big waves just rolled through out the front here. I'm not sure, did we have the QE2 go through? It's exactly what you want when you're racing a junior boat. So hopefully we let the pigeons loose. So these kids, this is their 3rd race for the day. So unbelievable effort. It always happens in Lake Charm, but never normally. So here we are. So big results. See the guys out there just milling around like a huge sharks. Never had a chance. Okay, so the very experienced, the number 2 in Australia, Tate Williamson in Maverick, leads them out. I've got to tell you, I like the idea of Tate running off 4 seconds. He's going to be very, very hard to beat. Tyler Gilligan off 2. Very inexperienced for young Tyler. A lot of pressure. He's going to have a lot of boats around him. Aidan Shand, he's done just as much racing as Tyler off 1. And Taylor Jackson, I tell you what, Race Marine out in front, flat water. Providing she gets his start right. Going to be a very interesting one to watch. Are you ready on your buttons? The timekeepers are ready. Crash boat Gary, he hasn't even been in hospital once today. He's absolutely ready. Down there on the clock, Timmy Martin is ready. The VOC president, ensuring that all the officials are kept honest up here. Auntie Joy hasn't even had a wine and it's nearly 6 o'clock. So Tate Williamson, the young gun, number 2 in Aussie, in the Maverick, mate. I fancy the idea of young Tate out of pole 4. He's got a lot more experience than those two up in front of him. He's not too bad on the clock. Now, Michaela Cook, boat's lightning fast. She's got to nail this start, and she's running just in front of the Aussie title holder. All right, so yes, they're on the ball up here, aren't they? Look, the white flag is being shown to them. That means the clock has started. So the clock started, and they are looking at it. Right, the clock is holding high. Oh, Gary, you should hold it sideways so you can see it. So the first boat off 0, Race Marine off 1, Aidan Shan in winging it. Not his dad, it's definitely Aidan racing. Number 2, Epic, 2 seconds. Maverick off 4. It's All About Me off 5. Monopoly off 7. Crackalacken off 8. 9 is Machete and 10 is Little Chev. It's anyone's race. The best thing about the third race of the day in the handicaps is it can be anyone's race. So we've got 15 seconds now. 14. 12. I'll just count it down from 10. So 10. 9. The first boat through. It should be Race Marine. So Race Marine to the inside. She's going to absolutely nail this, I think. 3, 2, 1, 0. Beautiful start. Ryan Shan, here we go. It's All About Me. Where is Maverick? There goes Tate through now. Epic is through. Here comes Monopoly to the line, but a big charge to the outside. Machete goes through. Carla Foodie and Little Chev. And Crackalacken has got a horror start. Cooper's been left. Oh, the boat came off the plane, so he's got a lot of work to do. Has that young Adelaidean. I think that's a word. But out in front, Race Marine. Race Marine, we've just got to fit. The Australian referee has confirmed that is a word. The Adelaidean is going for it now. And oh, he's not going anywhere. Have a look at him. But here we go, out in front, the first boat through. Race Marine, Taylor Jackson, boat number 9. She's got clean water. Oh, there's a move coming in the middle. Winging it. Where is Aidan Shan? He's dropped back a couple of spots. So, the white boat. So, here we go. So, we're at 63, Michaela Cook. So, Michaela Cook will be second through. There is Epic. Tyler Gilligan's made a move. Oh, to the inside. There goes Carla Foodie, Little Chev. It doesn't matter yet. We'll get him at the end. But I tell you what, Tate Williamson, he's doing the right thing. He's moved up a couple of spots. Oscar Stevenson, but winging it, he's through. And very, very quick. Cooper closing the gap down. And Monopoly got a horror run through there. The boat washers crossing over. The reigning Aussie champ having to work very tough, but she's picked up an inside run. She's going to pick one of them off. Who is it down there? I think she's got Oscar to the outside. Thank you very much, Stevenson. You give her an inch and she'll take it. First boat through will be Race Marine. We're looking at... Oh, sorry, am I calling that wrong? Well, there you go. It's All About Me. Michaela Cook, she's hooked it in. Michaela Cook has hooked it in. She's underway again now, but Carla Foodie, Little Chev, picks up the yellow one to run. This is Epic. There goes Race Marine now. A move to the inside. Monopoly. She puts one on. Tate Williamson. Maverick on the outside. Oscar Stevenson in. Machete's going nowhere. There comes Cooper and Crackalacken. And a Little Shan, Aidan Shan in winging it. The checkered flag this time round. Have a look to the front of the field. This is what handicap racing is all about. Can Carla Foodie catch Michaela Cook? Only time will tell. Michaela, she had that uncharacteristic error up here when the boat hooked in. But what is Tyler Gilligan doing now? In Epic, he's moved up into third. Tyler Gilligan, it's his second race weekend. He's taken it to the big kids. Here we go, the checkered flag is hoisted. It's going to come down to the last turn. Michaela Cook, it's All About Me to the inside, Carla Foodie to the outside. Who will get the run? I can't even pick it from here to the inside. Michaela Cook's got it. Carla Foodie, Epic now. Who's next? It's the Aussie champ. It surely is Monopoly. Up into fourth spot. Race Marine, Machete's going to get there. Tate in Maverick. Oh, he brings it home. Cooper, Crack-a-lack and horror start from the young kid and young Aiden Shan. Unbelievable drive from that young kid. I'm going to have a go at Bex and a bit of a lie down after that one. Oh, unbelievable. It will come down to the times. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that actually wraps up the racing on the water today. I hope you've had a wonderful time.